What's up, everybody, and welcome to Two Nobodies with a Mic, episode 71, live and direct from East Downey, Northeast Downey. I don't know. Anyways, we are live on YouTube, everybody. Thank you guys for joining us once again. Just a great Friday night. Little chilly tonight, but thank you guys for joining us. We are live on YouTube. We are the gambling show of record, everybody, and we've been gambling all day. Have we not, Rafa?
Yeah, we have.
And
even Luke's gambling.
We only have one rule on this show. Does anyone want to explain that rule? Anyone?
Do not
Bueller.
be a loser.
Do not be a loser. That is the motto. And when we say don't be a loser, it doesn't mean don't lose bets. Everyone's going to lose bets. But play responsibly is what we're trying to say. And thank you guys for joining us. We are interactive. You guys want some advice from the guru over here. You guys want to talk shit. Guys want to say I look like a dealer of some sorts with my new jumpsuit. Go ahead. Let us know.
Full-blown white jumpsuit, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Looks very strange.
In the fucking wintertime.
Very strange. To my left, I have associate producer CJ. Whoa. What up? Whoa.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Yes. Water polo coach extraordinaire. Luke is in the house. What up, Luke?
What up?
Executive producer in the house, Eddie Money.
What's up, man?
To the right, the guru, Rafa's in the house.
What's up? What's up?
A special guest and little story behind it. We have E-Buck. E-Buck, what up, man?
What up, baby?
E-Buck, original. E-Buck was here for episode 2. And we are at episode 71, man. E-Buck came to tint our rides. And if you guys are in the,
LA area.
The LA area,
Riverside.
in the market to tint, and he goes to your house, just hit him up at Film by Franco. Instagram is film_by_Franco at IG. Guy did a tremendous job, man.
He does, and does everything.
Yeah, the ride looks beautiful, E-Buck. Thank you, man.
Very much. Thank you.
Frank was here. I think we drank him under the table already. Frank's not. He's in the bathroom throwing up or something. I don't know what's going on with Frank. But he thought he was just coming here to tint some windows. But he
walked out of here with like 7 glasses of wine.
Yes, he's like Ethan Hawke in Training Day. Yes, you broke his ass in, E-Buck. Yeah, he's probably tinting the neighbor's car for free. He's doing some weird shit over there.
I can tint your windows right now for a glass of wine.
But yeah, Frank and E-Buck, man, thank you guys so much. We are gonna do a giveaway with Film by Franco. If we're gonna get it all set up, we're gonna do a post, and if you comment, share, and E-Buck is kind enough to hook the people up. We are the show of the people. He's gonna tint your car for free, man, for free, as long as you don't have a 28 window VW bus. Or 21. Is 21? Yes, 21. Yes, but thank you, E-Buck. The car looks beautiful. It looks amazing. Did Rafa's car as well. Just a great job.
Great job.
That being said, we have a great show tonight, everybody. We have Mr. Holmes is going to join us today, right?
Yeah, 6:15.
6:15. He's going to join us, and the last time he came on, he gave some amazing analysis, but Rafa wasn't here, and he wants to go head to head, man. Head to head. Giggity!
My God.
Yes.
CJ, relax over there.
Yes, we gave CJ a glass of wine, and he
doesn't even know what's happening. He thinks
I just kicked it a little bit.
He thought it was grape soda for a minute.
Yes.
I don't
How come there's no carbonation in this
Yes.
grape soda? Freaking guy. Anyways, episode 71. You guys know how we do, man. We do famous athletes that wore the number 71. Does anyone have anyone? You guys all gonna say no?
No, I got somebody. But I'm back to my Bosco legends.
Oh, here we go.
Starting left tackle for the University of Georgia, Ernest Green.
Ernest Green, beast
and
mode.
his dad, who wore 71 for the San Diego Chargers,
Yes.
went to 2 Super Bowls but lost both of them.
That's all
Oh,
right.
he was on the Chargers. Nothing you can do.
Yeah, it's not his fault.
It's not his fault.
Luke, you have a 71?
Jason Peters.
Jason Peters,
good
University of Nebraska?
I don't know.
He doesn't know. You asked that shit. Look at his face. Think this man knows? He only knows the University of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I'm going to go what I think is the best 71 of all time. Larry Allen.
Yeah.
Out of Napa Valley, California. Played for Sonoma State, man. Dude, his numbers are crazy. I think he's a 11-time Pro Bowler, 7-time first-team Pro Bowler.
First team All-Pro.
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 That's the hardest shit to do. But Larry Allen was a dog, man.
He was. That's why Emmett was so good.
Oh, I agree. And so does Eddie Money.
Eddie Money for sure. That's why I said it.
Yeah. Anyone else with the 71, man?
Got you with Trent Williams.
Trent Williams. Thug extraordinaire. Thug life.
Yeah,
Very
one
much
of
so.
Brock Purdy's All-Pros, right?
Oh, 1 of 5. 1 of 5, man.
Oh, man. Purdy made that man an All-Pro.
Notorious
Oh.
known for slapping the shit out of Richard Sherman.
Dude, slapping the shit out of anyone, dude. Trent Williams is probably the most intimidating vato on the planet.
Yes.
He's pretty big.
Yeah. Like,
Richard Sherman?
Yeah, he's
When he slapped him when he was on the Redskins?
No, you said Trent was one of the most intimidating people.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
Richard
Oh,
Sherman.
yeah, that's why I got confused.
Richard Sherman, one of the most overrated athletes of all time.
Oh,
here we go.
We'll get to that in a little bit.
yes.
We'll get to that in a little bit.
we have a treat
Luke,
for you.
yeah,
guys.
Luke's got a ridiculous fucking overrated.
Yes.
You thought my list was bad.
Yes.
Luke's takes the fucking whole shit.
Yeah, we're gonna tar and feather him at the end
Yeah,
of the show.
dude, brutal. but
He gonna be looking like me.
yeah.
Oh God. No, I said we're gonna feather him after.
You said tar and feather.
Yeah.
He said
The tar.
He said tar. He
Yeah,
said
we're
tar.
not just tarring him.
Oh, so he gonna be poking out it. Okay, gotcha.
No, you're
Wow.
tar.
In your feather.
How about Tony Boselli, man?
Tony Baselli,
Tony Boselli, Hall of Famer, USC,
Jaguar legend.
Jaguar legend. I think was he the first Jag to be inducted into the Hall of
He's
Fame?
the only Jag inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
I thought
What were you gonna say? Mark Brunell?
I was.
What?
Yeah, you're
Not
right.
allowed.
None.
Come on.
That's stupid.
Jesus Christ.
I do like Mark Brunell though.
I liked him. I
Yeah.
liked him.
But
Yeah.
not a Hall of Famer.
No, hell no.
Hell to the no.
Probably struggle to be an all-pro, a Pro Bowler
I know you guys are too young,
for Mark Brunell.
but no, I'm gonna go way back. Alex Karros.
Yeah, no, way back. That's far.
Played for Detroit Lions, but also actor.
Actor. What was he in?
Webster. He was Webster's dad.
That's him?
Yes.
Wow, this is way back.
Yes.
Like, you don't even know who Webster is.
Oh, wow.
Wow, I
E-Buck,
thought you were.
You remember Webster?
As
You
a
remember the
dictionary?
dad? He played for the
You remember
Detroit
Webster?
Lions.
As in dictionary?
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Webster Dictionary.
The TV show.
Okay, dictionary.
Yeah,
Okay,
no.
okay, yeah.
All right, no.
Yeah.
What?
Let's move on.
Wow, these
We're
guys
here
are
with some
young.
young bucks, man.
Wow.
That is crazy ass shit. Walter Jones, left tackle from Florida State, Seattle Seahawks. Dude, that dude played left tackle forever and was the best left tackle in the
For a
game.
good while.
For a good while.
Yeah.
For a good while. Walter Jones, Florida State dude was a beast. A lot of good 71s. Anyone else out there in YouTube land for 71s? Any money? Probably not. Yeah. No one likes offensive linemen.
No.
But we give linemen love, right?
It's so mad.
Yeah, me and you do.
I know, dude. The
But
lifeblood.
the guy who looks like a lineman doesn't. The other dude. Yeah.
Yeah. Rafa has a great slide step.
A good icky shuffle.
Yes.
That was last week.
That was last week, man. But,
Icky was last week.
Yeah.
but those are my famous 71s. What else we got to talk? Oh, guys, listen, I have a shit ton of hoodies and T-shirts that I've been meaning to get out there to the public. E-Buck, can I see that beautiful? No, not that one. The one folded. Yeah. I mean, I know you want a model for us, man.
E-Book's like, let me get in this.
Yeah. But guys, go ahead, Rafa. Hold that end up. We finally listened to the people. We have hoodies and T-shirts, two Nobodies, great quality. And guys, don't be a loser, man. Don't be a loser. CJ, how can you get one of these beautiful hoodies? Go ahead, man.
All you gotta do, the number 2, Nobodiesports.com. Go to merch, and it is simple as that. Put in that card, and we will get it sent to you. Again, that's the number 2, Nobodiesports.com. Go to merch, and it's right there for you.
No, it's not free. I mean,
It's not free, but
we are
they
charging.
understand that.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
It sounded free to me when CJ was saying
Oh,
it.
Yeah,
my
right?
goodness,
It's like, oh, you just click and get one.
because I'm black.
Yeah, no.
Well, I didn't say that.
That's how he gets it.
That's how he.
They want reparations in hoodies.
Oh,
And
my-
hoodies.
Oh my
And
God.
2 Nobody's hoodies.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, did we just get canceled?
we
it's
did.
okay.
We did.
That's
We did.
okay.
It's all right. We're
For the
good.
80th time in episode 71.
We get canceled multiple times a week.
Yes.
Yes. But
It's
no,
all right.
guys, listen, I have a whole room full of hoodies and sweatshirts. I want to get it out to you guys. And great deal. I got the best quality that I could find because I want you guys, to think of two Nobodies and think about quality. So great hoodies, great T-shirts. And I hope you guys would support our show and maybe hook it up because I'm tired of going into our den and seeing boxes and boxes and boxes. My wife's like, are you going to sell these? Or are you going to put them in a museum? Or what the F's going on? So want to sell those. We'll get it out to you. Go again. What's the website again?
The number 2, Nobodiesports.com. Go to merch, and they're right there to purchase.
Thank you, my friend.
Wonderful.
You got anything else before we hit up our special guest?
We'll do your fired on after.
We're gonna do your
That's gonna
fire.
go long.
Yeah, we're gonna do your fire. We have a great firing segment, but I want to introduce Mr. Ryan Holmes, nephew of the world champion Larry Holmes, podcaster, sports aficionado. The guy has knowledge beyond what you know.
He's a writer as well, right?
He's a writer. He covers wrestling, football. He does it all. And a good friend, a good person. But the last time we had him on, he gave us great. Budget.
It went
Yeah.
to hoodies.
Yeah, we spend it on hoodies. Can you hear us now? Still no? We're on right now.
we
We're on
are-
and popping. Ryan's
we are.
off, but we're on and popping.
Yeah. Is Frank okay, by the way?
Oh, Frank's gone.
He left.
Oh, he left. Okay.
Yeah, he said his goodbyes,
Oh,
and he said thanks for the wine.
okay.
He,
Oh,
It's
interesting.
kinda right now.
he's
And,
gonna say, Eddie
Yeah.
Money. What is up with that?
I don't know, man. I
oh,
spent
luckily he.
Tatum's
Hour.
got 13 in the quarter, and the Celtics are up 13 on the Mavs.
So now we can hear and see. Let's
All
call.
right, so
let's
we're gonna call Ryan
home.
now. We got Tatum. He's got 24 in the game. He's got 13 in the quarter.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you.
Yes, can we hear you now?
All right. Good,
So-
good.
So guys, we are
I'd
bringing
like to
on.
apologize to everyone. I was working on this for an hour before, and I thought I had this down
Boom, not anymore.
precisely.
We were going back and forth with it for a while. We thought we had it too. I thought we were on point. It's all good.
It's all
We're
good,
here.
man.
All we
It's
gotta do
all
is
good.
talk.
So everybody, we're bringing on Ryan Holmes. He was a guest previous and gave us some great content. I think it was the NFC Championship, which we had him on. Gave some great points, and we just wanted to touch back in with you. Rafa wasn't here, and we have a ton of things to talk to you about, Ryan.
Man, I was disappointed that Rafa wasn't here the last time. I see Rafa with all the knowledge, and I'm like, man, I gotta talk to this man. I gotta get on.
I don't
when
know if
Rafa's
it's
around.
knowledge, Ryan. I don't know if it's knowledge. I get a lot of hate for my opinions. But the thing is that I'm not a homer. So people think that I'm a homer because I think Mahomes is this, because I think LeBron is that. And I was like, bro, it's just, my opinion.
Yeah.
That's all. I just think I'm fucking right.
Well, that's why we brought Ryan on, to prove that you're wrong.
I love it. I love it. I
Yes.
love it. I love it.
Let's start off with the combine and the quarterbacks in this draft. We've talked about quarterbacks, and we all know that next year is quarterback deficient. So I think there's going to be a run on quarterbacks this year. Where do you stand on Caleb, Ryan? I'm curious because I know Rafa has a very clear-cut opinion on.
My opinion has changed though.
Okay.
But
So what do you think, Mr. Holmes?
I love him, honestly, as a player. I love him. I had no problem with him crying after a loss, showing some passion, whatever. But what has come out since then is where I struggle with him a little bit, right? Where he's demanding this, he's demanding that. Nobody wants a charity case, right? Nobody wants to have to put on some white gloves and give a white glove treatment, because quarterbacks already get a white glove treatment. Let's call it what it is.
Right.
We had Tom Brady in the league for 9 million years. There were the Tuck rules. You can't hit a quarterback here. We had all kinds of stuff, right?
Yeah.
So we already have plenty of quarterbacks who are going to get a white glove treatment. So as a player, I think he's phenomenal. I think he can throw the ball from a ton of different angles. He does hold the ball too long sometimes, though, and I think that can be to his detriment, especially on the next level where you got to read and release and get the ball out, kind of like we've seen with Brock Purdy. But I love him as a player. But it is what kind of guy is he? What kind of player is he when it comes to being a leader? Because what we're seeing with him right now is, I'm only going to do medicals, or at least have my medicals available for the teams that bring me in for an interview. I'm not sure if I want to go to the Bears. And obviously some of these things are secondhand, right? We're only hearing that he wants a guarantee of the Bears not drafting him from third party. But we have seen with the combine how, he's one of the guys that's not performing. He's the only guy in years that says that he's not going to do all the medicals for everyone. So
That's
like I said,
crazy.
as a player, I love him. But I don't know what kind of guy he is when it comes to being a team guy.
So, Rafa and I, we went to the Pac-12 championship with Utah versus USC, and we were 50-yard line. I mean, like within arm's reach of Caleb.
literally arm's reach. We were right behind the bench.
Yeah, and Rafa had formed an opinion, and it wasn't very a good opinion, Rafa.
The thing is this: when I watched him play there, it wasn't during the game. It was off the field. So when he came to the sideline and he started struggling right after that in the second half, where they didn't score, there's a turnover, there's things going on in the game, and he would come back to sideline, and the offense and defense are on one side. He went to the defensive side of the bench the entire second half. He sat there and he pouted. Oh, he was on the bike. People saying he was injured and so on and so forth, whatever. He played 3 weeks later in the bowl game. And he played phenomenal, by the way. I think he threw 6 touchdowns. The problem is when he plays bad or he makes a mistake, etc., he isolates himself from the rest of the team. And I hate his attitude. I hate his attitude 1,000%. Is he talented as shit? 100%. He's amazing talent. But my problem is his attitude. I don't care that he cried after the game, whatever. It's just the shit that he does away from the team that I think it's a problem. When you're going into the NFL and you're going to go into it, all these dudes are grown-ass men.
Yeah.
And you have leaders on every team you're going to go to, basically, right? So that's the problem that I have with him. I think he's all the skills in the world he has. But I agree with you on certain things. He plays are way too long. You're not going to be able to get away with shit like that in the NFL. You saw it in the Notre Dame game, which was the first decent defense that he played this year. He was spinning into sacks. Yeah. It's like you're going to get away with that shit against San Jose State and Arizona State and Stanford. You're not going to get away with that against, 4- and 5-star dudes, and you're definitely not going to get away from that in the NFL.
So let me ask you this.
Well,
right?
most of his stats, too, most of his big stats, like he had, 30 touchdowns this year. But the brunt of those touchdowns, I think it was 20, 21 of those touchdowns, came in garbage teams.
Garbage teams.
0-4 against ranked teams. And I'm not trying to break this guy down and say he's terrible. I just think that it's going to take some shaping and molding to truly make him the number one guy that these teams want to make him. And I see the talent. You know, I'm obviously not an NFL player. I'm just a guy talking with a microphone. But I see the talent. I think he's got a great arm. I think he can read plays. He needs to be able to read plays a lot faster and diagnose it. But, man, I mean, the talent jumps off the charts. But he's got to be able to do it on a consistent basis.
So let me ask you this, and we'll get off of Caleb after this. Do you think, and Rafa, do you think that he is worthy of the number one pick in this draft? Is he far and beyond? I mean, is it signed, sealed, delivered? He is the number one pick in this draft.
Not in my opinion.
Not in my opinion either.
I don't think so. I mean, Daniels is the guy. I mean, it's not because he won the Heisman or anything else. Like, look at the things that he did this year. The biggest gripe about Daniels is that he's skinny. Okay, well, Lamar Jackson isn't big. He just won the damn MVP. And that he takes a lot of hits. Well, okay, you can teach a guy to slide. You can teach a guy to go out of bounds. But the man is able to diagnose the defense. Couldn't really do much with my Florida State Seminoles in that first game. I'm going to throw that out there. But he's very good. They were the number one offense for a reason. It ran through him, and he did really well. So, for me, I love Daniels. I think that he's going to be a phenomenal player because he already carries himself like a professional.
I agree, too. I've been saying Daniels for a long time,
Yes.
way before the season even ended. I thought he was better. And ESPN had him for the longest time, like the 8th best quarterback. The kid from Duke is better. This guy's better, and so on, and blah, blah, blah. And you saw it. I like Daniels. I like Caleb, too. I just think Caleb is going to struggle in the beginning unless, for me, the perfect situation for Caleb would be if Minnesota somehow traded to the number one spot. Because Caleb he's going to get out of the pocket and extend plays and shit like that, and that's what he's been doing for the last 3 years. That's the team that has the weapons for him to be able to do that shit. If he goes to Washington, that shit ain't flying. If he's on the Redskins, that shit's not flying. On the Bears, it could work. They have a good tight end. They have a good receiver. They have another draft pick. The Bears, it could work, maybe. But I don't move. I've saying here since week 6 that I don't move from Fields, period, especially with the number one pick. I'm trading it or whatever. But Caleb, I don't think he's superior to everybody.
Well, let's assume that the next two quarterbacks, I think everyone agrees, are Drake May and Jaden. I think we don't need to talk about that. They're going to go next. What I'd like to talk about is the next two after that. Where do you see Michael Penix and where do you see J.J. McCarthy and Bo Nix? Do you believe they are top 15 picks, and where do you see them going?
From what I'm reading, McCarthy's going before Penix. And just kind of watching the highlights, I think it was Louis Riddick that said it today at the Combine or something like that, that from what he's hearing from these GMs is that they really like J.J. McCarthy. So, like, I heard that, and I'm like, okay. Yeah, and I'm like, let's go watch it, right? Like, he obviously he didn't have to do much. He had a running back that was running for 60 million yards a game, so that really helped. But let's watch what he's got. And I mean, the comms guys are saying that it's a Josh Allen type of guy. He's saying he's an Alex Smith type of guy. And I mean, as a Falcons fan who watched Matt Ryan for years, I see him more of a Matt Ryan with legs kind of a kid. Because when Matt Ryan came out, nobody thought he was going to throw for 3,000 yards every single season. The only season he didn't do it was the season he got hurt and didn't play in all 16 games. So I see J.J. McCarthy's comp more of a Matt Ryan type. We can diagnose a play. If he needs to extend with his legs, he will extend with his legs, which is something Matt was able to do early on in his career. So I see that J.J. McCarthy goes before Penix. And from what they're saying, is he's potentially going to be a top 5 guy.
Wow.
McCarthy? I don't think McCarthy's McCarthy. If McCarthy's career ends up being as good as Matt Ryan's, I think it's what is it?
That's an overshoot.
An overshoot. Like I don't think Matt Ryan is his ceiling. Not even close.
Matt Ryan was also an MVP. I don't think.
And Matt Ryan can sling it. And he did have Julio and Tony Gonzalez for a little bit, and he had guys.
Yeah.
I don't know if Matt Ryan for him, but I wouldn't pick McCarthy in the first round. Period.
Do you think that him being coached by Harbaugh is helping him in this draft process?
100%. But you got to watch the games. We got to watch the games, and I know they had a, huge offensive line. They ran the ball whenever they wanted. There are certain plays he made. There's a lot of throws that he didn't make. And So I'm not a fan of his. I was for a little bit, and then when the playoffs kind of rolled around, he played like shit. They won the national title, but he played like shit.
One bad game.
In the playoffs?
In the playoffs.
Well, both the games. The game against Alabama, he didn't play good.
I'm saying that. I mean, that game he struggled.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't take him in the first round anyways, but I'm not an NFL GM.
Well, here's the thing.
He didn't look very good against Iowa either. And it's not like Iowa's a world beater. They were lucky to even be in the Big Ten championship.
That was the number one defense.
Iowa will never be in the Big Ten championship again. So
yeah, because they're getting rid of divisions. They're like, okay, we have Michigan and Ohio State playing every year. That's literally our Big Ten championship, and it's happening during the regular season. So that will never happen again.
So in my mock draft last week, Ryan and I was ridiculed and tarred and feathered and drugged through the town. I had Bo Nix going 14th overall to the New Orleans Saints. Where do you see Bo Nix in this draft?
Maybe going to Seattle, honestly. If I think Seattle has what do they have? I don't even have
they have the
16th.
Right now.
16th.
So I would see them going with Bo Nix. Michael Penix is probably the best deep ball of all of them, but he's injury prone. He still has some different issues that I think he will probably need to work out. So. But yeah, I think that Bo Nix is a great quarterback. I think he's obviously been in the NCAA for a number of years, played in multiple different offenses, and he gets what offense should look like. But yeah, I see him more of going to Seattle and duking it out with Geno Smith. Honestly,
I like that.
See, this is the problem I have which is the same problem that I had with your Saints take, and the same problem that I have with this Seattle take. That, in my opinion, when you're like Seattle. Was one game from missing the playoffs.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
The Saints were one game from missing the playoffs. There's no way that these two teams would waste a first-round pick on a quarterback. Not
But
when
your biggest weakness was at quarterback.
For the Seahawks?
Not for the Seahawks.
No. Biggest weakness?
Their left tackles got hurt, okay? Insert left tackles. They come back next year. Geno didn't have the year that he had 2 years ago.
But he didn't have a
bad year for you to waste a first.
Yeah,
you cannot waste. For me, those two teams, it's like the Giants. If the Giants took a quarterback at the 6th spot or whatever, that's a waste of a first round pick for them when they're 1 year removed from a playoff. And the Saints, I know we hate Derek Carr and you hate him and we know that he sucks and all of that.
I hate him.
All of that. There's no way the Saints in that garbage ass division. Okay, the Atlanta doesn't have a quarterback yet. Now, if they go and sign one or whatever, they'll probably be the best team in the division. Tampa's probably not bringing back Baker or Mike Evans. So how can you, if you're the Saints, the Saints should have won that division this year, and they should win it again next year. They have the talent, and you paid a bunch of money to the quarterback. Seattle, I feel, is the same boat as the Saints. No way this year can you waste a first-round pick. Not on those guys. Not on those dudes. Like, you can wait to get a guy. You can literally wait. And it's not like your team was straight trash. You didn't win 5 games. They each won 8 or 9 games.
Well, listen, let's do away with the foreplay. This is why we really bought Ryan on, because Rafa, and I told you, Ryan, Rafa has been sending me like 3 or 4 clips every morning of this dude who sends garbage. 90s basketball, garbage. 80s, I forget who it is.
80s basketball,
garbage. And
he's good.
And Rafa has been defaming the great one, the GOAT. The guy who said the ceiling is the roof, Michael Jordan, man. And where do you stand on the GOAT debate, Mr. Holmes?
I'm gonna just put it. I'm a Jordan guy through and through. I mean, I got a wall of sneakers next to me, and there's like 20, 30 pairs of them are J's. So, I mean, I'm a Jordan guy. But when it comes to the game, statistically, yes, LeBron through and through. But the standard is Michael Jordan, and it always will be Michael Jordan. Because what were they saying when LeBron came in? He's the next Jordan. Same thing they said about Kobe. He's the next Jordan, right? Like, I don't see them yet saying this kid is the next LeBron.
You know why? Because there will never be another LeBron. LeBron, if he was built, in a lab. He's an absolute unicorn. I give him that. He's incredible to stop. It is LeBron James, the longevity, the things that he is doing, and I am not going to, bust LeBron down to build Jordan up. He is an absolute unicorn. The way that he can play the game, he makes, and if you listen to every single one of these players that have played against both guys, they're like, LeBron makes the right basketball play. Jordan was a selfish player, and I think that's probably why me as an athlete love Jordan, because he was a selfish guy when he needed to be selfish in the moment, and he wanted to just absolutely tear your head off. LeBron has the killer instinct, but it's different with Michael Jordan. It was just different. It's something that no one can truly put their finger on, and nobody ever will put their finger on when it comes to Jordan. He just had a different X factor for me, and I think most of the people that look at Michael Jordan and they just say he's the absolute GOAT. You're not going to – you can surpass him statistically because those are numbers, but what he brings to a team, the mentality he brought to the game, I mean, hell, we had the Jordan rules for a reason, right? Like, there's no LeBron rules. Nobody says, "Oh, you got to get LeBron before he gets into the air." Nobody's trying to hard foul LeBron because he's an absolute unicorn and he'll probably run you over for sure. But Michael Jordan was just an absolute beast. He just embodied that completely. Championships alone, statistics alone. When you look at Michael Jordan, he was the Black Mamba before the Black Mamba was even in the league. The Black Mamba shouldn't even be a fucking thing. Okay. So that is self-proclaimed. When people call you the king and they call you that, that's what people call you. I'm sorry to tell you.
You're not going to disrespect the Black Mamba like that. Like,
stop it, CJ. He shouldn't even be in a top 5 conversation.
LeBron had
period.
a tattoo, the chosen one.
LeBron should not. Kobe should not be in a top 5 conversation.
Why?
Are you kidding?
Yes.
Oh man,
are you serious?
We made a hard right turn off the freeway
are
right
we?
now.
We just did a U-turn.
If you the 5 best players ever in the NBA, Kobe Bryant is not one of them. He's not better than Kareem. He's not better than Magic. He's not even best Laker ever. He's not even the best Laker ever. So he's not better than he's not better than LeBron. Not even close.
Why?
Why he's not better than LeBron? Why he's not better than LeBron?
Hold on, time out. Ryan, I know you're a sneakerhead. I've seen your wall. How many Kobes do you have?
6.
No, I actually don't have any Kobe.
Of course not. No.
I have 10.
I even have 1 pair.
But listen, it's not from a lack of trying. Like, buying sneakers is hard as hell.
Yeah, it's
really
not.
is.
It's not how it used to be. I used to have to stand in line for Jordans for hours.
Yeah, and honestly, and probably for me and my nostalgia, that probably adds to to Jordan being my GOAT, because when I sat outside waiting for a pair of Jordans, I did
the same thing. Nobody's sitting outside waiting for LeBrons. I understand that 100%. That 1,000%. Jordan will be a bigger icon in basketball forever, as Babe Ruth was forever in baseball. Nobody's ever seen him fucking play. When you watch LeBron James play basketball, he does everything right. Every single thing on the court. He can, listen, if he wants to defend, he can defend. Jordan, he was an all defensive first team and blah, blah, blah. Dude.
Not only first team,
there were guys scoring 15 points a game, Eddie.
Defensive player of the year. Not.
Listen, the biggest one is, he's undefeated in the finals. He has 0 playoff wins. 0. You know, fucking 0. 0 playoff wins without Scottie Pippen. He has 0. Not one series win. You know how many games he won in the playoffs without Scottie Pippen? 1.
That's a large. That's a large.
And then people say, the East is because
So Scottie Pippen is your X factor here, not the fact that LeBron had to create a literal super team.
Luke, stop doing that stupid ass shit, Luke, because you never watch basketball. Listen, when the Celtics, and people forget this, when the Celtics went and they got Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen, Ray Allen was the best shooter in the NBA, and they teamed him with Paul Pierce. That team, that starting 5, Kendrick Perkins, Garnett, Ray Allen, Rondo, and Paul Pierce never lost the playoff series that they all started. Every single game. They never lost. That was from 2009 or 2008 to 2010. That was during LeBron's time. Kevin Garnett went to the Warriors. The second best player in the league joined the third and top 6 best players in the league.
Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant, I'm sorry. A 73-win team joined to beat LeBron. They teamed up to beat LeBron. LeBron went to 10 straight NBA Finals. Oh, the East was bad when LeBron was there. The East was bad. Michael Jordan made the playoffs with a 37-45 record. He made the playoffs. Michael Jordan never beat Larry Bird in the playoffs. He never beat Larry Bird in the playoffs. Not one fucking time.
He scored 62.
And didn't win the game.
He did everything he
and
could.
didn't win the game.
And Larry Bird is an absolute legend, and I think we all agree on that.
Larry Legend.
Isaiah beat Larry Bird.
Larry Legend.
You know Isaiah beat in the finals too. He beat Kareem. Legend. Jordan never beat Kareem. He never got to the finals to face Kareem. So Jordan never faced Kareem.
Before LeBron won his title, who was the legend that was stopping him from winning a title?
LeBron? Who was the legend?
Yeah.
It wasn't Kobe. Don't say it was Kobe.
But that's what I'm saying.
There was nobody.
LeBron had no one.
It was no one.
LeBron had Larry Hughes, Boobie Gibson, Zydrunas Ilgauskas.
So why wasn't he winning?
Wait, listen.
Ilgauskas was
He wasn't winning because Ilgauskas was the dog?
He was nice.
Stop it. Listen, when you watch when LeBron left every team that he's left, the next year they've lost a minimum of 30 more games the next season that he left. The team was complete trash. The team with Wade and Bosh the next year missed the fucking playoffs. He had Wade and Bosh miss the playoffs. The next year, Wade and Bosh missed the playoffs. A guy who's past
Miami to win his first title.
You're right. He did leave to Miami because the Celtics stacked the roster. Michael Jordan, after losing to Orlando, went and cried because Horace Grant dominated them. Went and cried and said, "We need to go get Dennis Rodman." Do you not forget that? Yeah, people forget that shit. He went and got the best rebounder in the league. Oh, but they're not building a super team. You got the defensive player of the year and the best rebounder in the league, put him on that team. The best European player in the world on your fucking team. The year you decided to go play basketball, guess how many games your team won? 55. The team you left won 55 games the next year. LeBron leaves, the motherfuckers win 19. They win 19. LeBron shoots second, and he's the all-time leading scorer.
All right.
And by the way, in the playoffs, just in the playoffs, when it counts, LeBron's number 1 in points. You know who he's ahead of in steals, but LeBron doesn't play defense. He's ahead of Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. Ahead.
That's a great set.
You know who? You know what? He has more blocks in the playoffs than LeBron. He has more stats, more blocks in the playoffs than Jordan. He has more blocks in the playoffs than Jordan. Like it's ridiculous.
Here's the thing, right? But here's what's hard for me, right? As a person looking at stats. Right. And as a journalist, when I look at stats, when I cover wrestling. When we look at wrestling, we're like, okay, we have guys that are now in college for 7, 8, 9, 12 years, and they still have eligibility. It's a longevity play, right? Like you can say LeBron's got this, and this.
He went to 10 straight NBA finals.
I get it.
He took Larry Hughes. Larry Hughes. Larry Hughes' mama don't even know his name. All right, that's how not good he was. This man. All right, hey, when your mama don't even know you're playing, like because you trash and you're in the finals. Boobie fucking Gibson. Name me the last time a dude named Boobie made a play. And he won 2 titles.
Friday Night Lights.
He won 2 titles with Shane Battier starting at power forward.
Give Boobie the ball.
Shane Battier started and he won 2 titles with LeBron. Won 2 titles with Shane Battier.
I just want to let Ryan and the viewers know CJ is out literally crying from this conversation.
Of pure laughter.
Ryan, we are going to submit this to ESPN. I just got fired from my own show. It needs to be you and freaking Rafa just going back and forth.
The other thing is, too, like, I understand I was
trying to end the conversation.
I was a huge Jordan fan.
That's why I'm laughing.
This conversation could go on for months.
I know. That's why I'm trying to say.
We need more. We need more footage.
It is.
We need more footage. But I understand, guys, 48 plus years old, Guys will always think that 80s and 90s basketball is better than what we're watching today. Oh, because the guys didn't play defense. The guys today don't play defense.
Skills-wise, what we're watching today is phenomenal. It's insane. You know, the skill of the game today completely surpasses what we used to watch. But, like, the physicality that they had in the 80s and 90s, you're not matching that. It's completely different.
This is why I say this, because when you'd go to wherever you played, if you go to the park, you go to the Y, whatever, the guy who's playing you tight on defense, the guy who's guarding you, CJ, okay? The guy who's all up on you, the guy who's all on every rebound,
all up in your videos,
that guy
on your albums,
that guy could not score for the life of him. Dead ass. That guy could never score. That's how it was in the 80s and 90s. Those guys, look at how physical Bill Laimbeer was and Kurt Rambis and Rick Mahorn. Garbage.
You're ruining
like my boy said. 80. Listen,
You're ruining my line.
For me, when I watch LeBron James, I think he's a notch above everyone else. That's just my opinion.
Let's end this. I want to give Mr. Holmes the last word. I know it's going to kill. We're going to see if Rafa can give Mr. Holmes the last word. I'm going to give your closing statement on the GOAT, Mr. Holmes. Go ahead.
Listen. I'll say this: it's always going to be subjective, and I'll give LeBron his flowers, and as a holistic human, right? Like head and shoulders above any athlete that is doing it. When he's putting schools together, he's got, he's a brand, he is an icon. But somebody had to do it first, right? And he had to see what someone else was doing in order to surpass them. And for me, you got to have a standard before you know what it is to get to. And Jordan created that standard. And that's just, for me, when I look back, I'm like, man, Michael Jordan had that instinct. It's the instinct that Kobe tried to embody. It's the instinct that LeBron tries to embody. It's just what every single one of these guys that has come since Jordan tries to embody. So for me, Michael Jordan set a standard. These guys have definitely surpassed it in a lot of statistical ways. But there was only one guy that did it first, right? And that's just what it is.
I love it. Mr. Holmes, again, you deliver. You're the mailman. Not literally, because that could be a bad connotation.
Since we have you on real quick, can we have a real quick, your opinion on Mahomes chasing down the GOAT?
Oh, wow.
How close is Mahomes in the top 5? I think he's 3 right now today. And there's some guy here on the set who thinks that he's the most overrated player ever.
Oh, yeah, we're going to get him later.
We're going to get into that in a bit.
We're going to get him.
Patrick Mahomes is nowhere close to the most overrated player ever. Is he close to GOAT status? Sure, yeah, I think he is, but it's going to take a lot for him to do that. And what it's honestly going to take is it's going to take more Super Bowls than Brady, but they're always going to say, remember, the only guy that he lost to is Brady. But then if you break that down, Brady lost to Eli Manning.
Twice.
Who, Rafa, I saw you said was on your most overrated players of all time. So, like, he may be overrated, but he's got wins over your GOAT.
Oh, no. I know. I trust me. I know that
so
part of it.
That's what I'm saying. But Patrick Mahomes, he's going to have to do a hell of a lot more. I mean, he's going to have to stand on his head, essentially, to throw a pass with his feet in order to truly surpass these guys.
This is why I brought him on, man.
Because honestly, you're looking, everybody's looking up at Tom Brady. Right? Like
no, that's understood.
And it's a longevity play, just like it is with LeBron. And Tom Brady was able to do things with his body that allowed him to continue to play. Rules changes aside, he was able to do things with his body that allowed him to play long enough to do some of the incredible things that he did. I think Mahomes is this era's GOAT, even though we've seen Brady as part of this era. But I think when we look back, people are going to be like, man, the things that Patrick Mahomes was doing, throwing passes left-handed and spinning out of this and getting the ball here, like, he's your highlight quarterback. Tom Brady is not your highlight level quarterback. He's a cerebral guy that's going to dissect the hell out of your defense, and he's going to tear you to fucking pieces. That's just how it is, and that's just who he was. And I think that's what made him more of the GOAT, because what he lacked in athleticism, he made up for between the years. and just knowing what gameplay and what defense you were in and dissecting these different guys in order to be able to just thread the needle. Patrick Mahomes has pure athleticism to rely on. He can throw the ball like
I don't know about it.
What?
I don't know if Mahomes only. No. Mahomes is very intelligent. When you watch him on the field,
no,
you have to be intelligent to make no look passes.
I'm saying in addition to.
Oh, in addition to. Okay, all right.
Okay.
Yeah. Brady didn't have the athleticism at all. I mean, look at it. The man just ran a 40 the other day that was like 2 seconds faster than when he ran as a 20-year-old.
He was a little trash when he was 20.
Yeah, like the athleticism was just not there whatsoever when it came to Brady, but he beat you more with his mind than he did with his legs or anything else. It was his mind and his arm that he absolutely crushed people with. Patrick Mahomes has the ability to do it with his mind as well as do it with the athleticism that he has and the multiple arm angles that he has. So I think that's why people are going to be like, oh, he's the GOAT, because you got more highlight reels of Patrick Mahomes than you ever have against with Tom Brady.
Well,
I like it.
That was freaking amazing. Ryan, thank you so much for coming on. We're going to tear this dude apart. He has this dude to my right had Mahomes as the most overrated quarterback.
And Marino is the second most overrated
and then
quarterback.
He called him a bum, but we're going to get him later for you. We're going to jump him. LA, East LA style. But thank you so much.
That's pretty wild.
Ryan.
Thank you, bud.
How can we get a hold of you? How can we watch your stuff again? Please let us know.
Yeah, all my wrestling stuff is going to be on internetwrestle.com.
Yes.
We'll be talking about your son probably this week with the performance that he had this weekend, as well as what him being. He's right now projected number 1 seed at ACC. So we're definitely going to be talking about him. So make sure you guys tune in for that. It comes out every Tuesday is when that gets posted. You can follow me on Instagram as well as Twitter. Mr. _R Holmes is where you can find me there. And I'm always going to be in the comments. Whenever Rafa says some crazy off the ball shit, I'll be in the comments.
I love it, man.
So if you need to get to me, you can literally go to any of your guys' posts where I'm talking about Rafa saying something crazy.
I love it.
Thank you again, Mr. Holmes, man. Always a pleasure to have you on. And we'll do this again very, very soon, man.
Very soon.
Thanks again, man.
Call me anytime, fellas. Love you.
All right, man. Love you too, bud. Thanks, man.
See you, fellas.
Have a good one.
That dude, you too, man. ESPN show. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, ESPN.
I love it.
Yeah.
Great for coming on.
You guys are great. And Eddie Money, you're the man. We'll get this shit figured out. Geez. CJ's
He can't even fucking close a tray table. We're going to have him run this thing?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Man down. Hand down. Man down.
Hand down. Guys, we're going to take a small break.
3-minute break. We'll be right back, and we'll get going on Don't Be a Loser. We got some...
We're going to fire some people,
We're going to fire some people. We're going to do a bunch of stuff,
I was going to hire some people.
Yes, sir. Back in 3 minutes.
All right, man. cash, homie?
We're live. We are back.
Welcome back, everybody. Episode 71. Guys, we just had some knowledge dropped on us.
Breaking news.
We had a great interview with Mr. Ryan Holmes.
That was fun.
Dude, you guys, you remember that ESPN commercial? It was about knowledge, and the knowledge was a little ball of hair. And it was like, dude, it was the best commercial. He's like, my knowledge is bigger than yours. And it would follow you. And this guy had a huge monster of hair. Like, when I go to a bar and sit at the bar and I start talking shit about sports, you'll find out really quick who knows about sports and who doesn't. And Ryan and Rafa, they got very hairy knowledge. Dude, it's a great commercial. Great commercial. So thanks again, Ryan. And if you love wrestling, dude, he breaks it down and always supports wrestling. And dude, that was great. You guys should have your own effing show.
That was fun.
Thank God he lives in Texas. Breaking news. We just
When I say breaking news sound.
Yeah.
What are we in fucking 1960s?
No, it's like two little cholos just right.
Wow.
Breaking news.
That's racist, CJ.
Oh, sorry.
Two little cholos. We were fat cholos.
Yeah.
But Prize Picks, we've talked shit about Prize Picks for weeks and weeks and weeks. And Rafa finally stuck it to him.
Well, this is what happened. Let me explain real quick what happened.
Explain yourself.
So
Lucy.
I had an issue. So I ended up cashing all out, cashed everything out. I had an issue with Prize Picks on a bet. It's $1,000 bet. They've, DNP bullshit, and they should have just given me my money back. Instead, they graded the play as a loss. I fucking send a message. I didn't hear shit. I said, fuck them. I cashed out, whatever. So I get an email today, $50 free pick, whatever. So when I log in, I had $1,000 in there. And I was like, what happened? And I was trying to find out if they had credited me the money or whatever. Turns out I was able to cash out the money. So obviously the money was mine. It wasn't some free promo thing. Well, we just hit them right now for $3,000 today.
Bang,
for
bang.
Prize Picks. That's what you get.
Cock that
There's
ass.
for sure someone in their office like, fuck!
Yeah.
I don't
Those
think
two
so.
fat cholos got us.
So we're going to post those picks, and now we're going to get going again, and hopefully we can cash out.
Yeah, we don't recommend Prize Picks, by the way. We do business with a great freaking app called KUTT, and it's a lot more fun. It's interactive. Can you explain KUTT
Yeah,
bets?
so KUTT Bet, the app's called KUTT. The way it works is, let's say you want to place a bet, and it's valid in all 50 states, so you can use it in California. Use our code, the number 2 Nobodies. You get a 10% on your first deposit. It's very easy to cash out as well. So the way it works is, let's say your buddy is, he likes the Lakers to win tonight by whatever, 10 points, 5 points. You create your custom-made line, and you post it on there, and guys will accept it. So it's like betting with your buddies, and you're betting with other people. You'll see bets for $1, $2, $700.
Yeah.
The amounts are different, and you're just betting against other people. So you can customize any line. You can put up anything you want. You want to put up Michelle Obama to be the next president. That can go in there. You want to have the Texans not make the playoffs, like I said, for next year.
Yeah.
You can bet that on there. And if you want to bet that on there with me, go to KUTT, download the app, look for my name, Nobody Ralph on there, and we'll send it to you. If you want to send us a message, we'll send you over my login there, my name there, and you can bet directly with me. Eddie's on there. Eddie's 2-0, so be careful with Eddie.
3-0, baby.
3-0. Eddie's a sharp.
Yes.
He's a Sharpie. So, but it's head-to-head bets. You want to bet with your friends, you can bet directly with them.
You know what it's great for, Rafa? When you're at a game, say you're at the Rose Bowl, the Coliseum, you're at anything, and you're with your buddy and say, I want to bet this, right? And you bet it, and then it goes on, 2 weeks pass, and you're like, I won that bet, and he won't fucking pay me.
Yeah, he won't send me the $6.
Yeah, he won't send me the $10. It's great in interactive. If you're with somebody, like, I'll bet you this. It's like, go on KUTT, and the money transfers. You don't have to be awkward and be like, I was drunk. I would have never made that bet.
Yeah.
You make that bet right there in person with your buddy. You can make a bet with anyone you want. You can create a bet, and it's with friends. It's an interactive, sort of like Waze with traffic. It's a community of people that you can bet with. But it's great for like.
You also can bet like any amount of money. Like I saw on there like $2.45.
Yeah, dude. There's like $1.50.
Yeah.
And you can change. So like if you customize a bet. So let's say like tonight, I don't know what the line is. Let's say the Bucks are at Chicago. The line's -6. You can take the Bucks -4, and you can say, hey, I'm going to put up $10. You put up 8.
Yes.
Or 7 or 6 or whatever. That's all there. Also, there's a guy. Let's say he bet $1,000 on the Bucks, and you want to take the Bulls. You can put in, if you only want to bet $10, you can put in the $10. You can take a piece of any bet, and they credit the money right away if you win a bet. They'll text you, if you have the app, the alert will come up, hey, you won a bet, you lost a bet, and so on. It's very easy to use.
And legal in California.
And it's very easy to cash out. Money goes straight in your bank account.
It's like the only thing that's legal. That and robbing stores. That's also legal.
Robbing Nordstrom.
Don't talk about Nordstrom.
Also legal.
My favorite store in the
also
world.
legal in California. But that's KUTT. Check out the app.
Yeah. Genius. Genius. And they're good guys, man.
Even the social feature, like the group chat.
Oh, there's group chats. So there's
so great.
random group chats. You can talk to other guys. You can work up a bet between other guys. Okay, I'll create the bet. Boom, you create the bet. You create a custom bet. And the big boss is in there. Sim, he's in the group chat, so you want to send him a message, say, hey, put this up, or any recommendations. They're open to all of it. It's awesome. And there's who's on there? Christian Hackenberg.
Yeah.
From Penn State. I think he was drafted by the Titans. He's on there.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what his username is yet. I got to find him, but he's in there. I saw he created some
I had
stuff.
a bet with Sim.
You better find him.
Yeah, I'm going to find him.
Sim's a great dude. I bet him the Clippers-Lakers game.
Yeah,
And,
Sim had to hate you after that.
Oh,
I hate you after that.
That was amazing. But anyways, KUTT Bet, man, just a great app. It's genius and so much fun. And like I said, 100% legal, man.
Legal in California and all 50 states.
So what do we want to get into?
We want to get into your fire.
Oh, let's do it.
Let's do it. I want to go first, man.
Go first.
I want to call bullshit on whoever says that Caitlin Clark's NIL deal's $1.5 million. I'll tell you why. This young lady, who's a phenomenal basketball player, I'm not even going to say women's basketball player, because you know how I feel.
Congratulations.
It's a big step.
Oh, my God. I feel like Rich just fucking disowned me as a friend.
No, you're fine.
No, but she's a phenomenal basketball player. She's going to go to the WNBA. She's declared already.
Yeah.
The highest paid woman in the WNBA makes $241,000 a year.
That can't be true.
Oh, it is true. I fucking looked it up. There's
true.
like 8 or 9, 10 women, whatever it is.
Absolutely
That's what they make. So if this woman's making $1.5 million a year, by the way, the Big Ten Women's Tournament in Minnesota is already sold out.
Yeah.
She sells out everywhere. Everywhere she goes,
sells out everywhere.
Yeah.
So if you go to the WNBA next year, you're going to make a quarter, not less than a quarter. You're going to make 1/6 of what you're supposedly making in college. I don't believe her $1.5 million NIL deal. I think it's a lot less than that if you're leaving that on the table.
I agree with you, but I'm just trying to figure out what real donors, does Iowa have to be giving a women's basketball player 100?
She's on a State Farm commercial. So the donors,
dude, there's money in Iowa, man.
You think so?
They're all gambling. They're all the guys who have money in Iowa, they all got caught gambling at Iowa State.
Dude, their best wrestler, Spencer Lee,
Yeah.
was almost making $500,000.
Really?
A wrestler.
Right.
Wow.
So, all right, if she's making that, then why is she making the move to the WNBA?
There has to be some side deals. There has to be a shoe deal. There has to be.
They don't have money for side deals.
I know, and they
barely have money to pay rent. Oh wait, no. The NBA pays that shit. So they don't even make money. So for her to make that decision, she's phenomenal. She should have stayed one more year if she's really making that amount of money.
Listen. The WNBA needs Caitlin Clark more than
not even close.
More than she needs the WNBA.
Absolutely.
So there has to be a reason. And you know what? She wants to grow the sport. She has to know that WNBA is struggling, and she might be doing them a solid. But there has to be some money on the back end for her to leave Iowa.
By the way, and on the same note, I want to fire fucking Cheryl Swoops, who said, "Oh, she's not going to be that good." in the WNBA. You need her to be that good in the WNBA because if she's not that good, then guess what? All those people that are going to get tickets for the first go-around to watch her play, if she's only averaging 10 or 12 points a night, guess what? Those motherfuckers ain't going back the second time.
She said her game doesn't translate. I'm like, Caitlin Clark is the best player in the WNBA right now. Right now.
Caitlin Clark's the best woman to ever put on a uniform, with the exception of Cheryl Miller.
And Candace Parker.
I can't believe
she's better than Candace Parker. Kenny Smith knees. You seen that shit?
Here, Rafa.
What?
Fuck out of here. She is not better than Candace Parker.
We're not going to argue about women's basketball because it's women's basketball.
They're different players.
Is it because she's black? Is it because she's black?
No, because she's 6'5" and better at 6'5", a ball handle. She's KD of fucking WNBA, if you want to put it like that.
What?
Yes, she is.
Yeah, there's no such thing as a KD of anything when it comes to women's basketball.
That's not true.
And we're going to remove ourselves from now this conversation, and I want to apologize to everyone. And when you clip this, make sure you put in my apology that I want to apologize to everyone who watches, all 6 people, that I fucking mentioned women's basketball on my show, on our show.
That's how powerful Caitlin Clark is.
Yeah, she is. She is.
It's very powerful.
Anyways, I apologize.
Don't apologize.
CJ over here bringing up Candace Parker. My goodness. Anyways, go ahead.
Let's
Somebody
move on.
else.
We've moved on.
We've moved on.
Who else wants to fire somebody?
I don't got anybody to fire, really. This was a slow week.
Hire?
I got a firing. You talked about it with Ryan, but I'm firing Caleb Williams and all these. Not just him, actually, because I was reading it over there too. All these draft prospects that are like, I'm not doing
this.
I'm not doing the medicals, except for the teams that want to interview me. Well, I'm not throwing.
Who else did that?
Brock Bowers just announced he's not working out or doing medicals unless he's working out at his pro day. He's only giving medicals to the teams that are going to interview him. I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
I agree.
So let's get rid of the fucking...
It's only the first round picks is what I'm noticing. It's like the top of each position.
So let's get rid of the fucking combine. Like,
I know. So, the only guy who's throwing is Penix.
Yeah, I saw
ridiculous.
that. How is Bo Nix not throwing? He better be.
Go ahead.
This is your fucking opportunity. Like, this is your opportunity. This is what you've been working for your entire life, is to get to the NFL Combine.
Yeah.
There are players that played college football this season that worked their asses off to try to get to that Combine, and they didn't get there. So for you to just throw away that opportunity, I feel like it's stupid. That's ridiculous.
You know what it is? It's the NIL. Because you're letting these kids, and the transfer portal, you're letting these kids now, you can move here. You can run your own shit. You can command your own. You want to move? I'm gonna move. I'm gonna play here. I'm gonna play there. So now, since they're able to run they're running their college careers. I'm not playing here. I'm gonna go here and blah blah blah. They're already doing that shit. So it's like, fuck you. I'm gonna do what I want.
But these teams that are also just like, okay, whatever. Like what?
Well, they can't do anything about it. If the guy's not gonna throw, if he's not gonna run, if he's not gonna do this, then that's it. But you're going to reward them anyways because you're going to draft them in the first, second, 3, 4, 5 picks in the draft anyways.
I can understand like Brock Bowers saying like I'm not going to work out for the only reason why I'm defending Brock Bowers.
Was he hurt?
It's because he had the tightrope surgery on his ankle, and if you watch the playoff, that was not Brock Bowers. That was like a shell of himself.
Yeah, but I still need a medical report.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying I defend for like him, like players like him who got hurt, not working out.
I don't care. I still want to see. I want my doctor to check you out.
I'm saying he doesn't need to work out, but I'm saying you need to submit your medical still. Like I think the medical stuff should just be like.
And this
100%.
is stupid in reality when you're looking at. No, if these guys are only picking in the top 10, well, you don't know if fucking the Chiefs are going to come from 32 or 31 to number 5 for whatever.
Schefter said it the best. Sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead.
But Schefter said it the best on Part of My Take, the Barstool podcast. He went on there and he goes, I told Bo Nix this on my podcast last week. This is Schefter. I'm paraphrasing, but he goes, I told him, be prepared. The next 3 months are going to suck for you. I tell every prospect I meet, one day you're going to be viewed as the number 1 pick for whatever reason. Whether it's true or not, you're just going to be viewed as the number 1 pick one day. The next day, some people are going to be like, he's a 3rd round, 4th round pick at best. It just happens. He goes,
of course.
And he goes, the biggest issue I have, and this was before, obviously, Bo Nix announced he wasn't throwing, JJ announced he wasn't throwing. He goes, the biggest issue I have with this is, he said last year with CJ and Bryce. He goes, those two were like I got to prove why I'm better than this guy. And he goes, it goes back to when they were in Pee Wee.
Competitors.
Why does Bo Nix, J.J. McCarthy, not look at, like Michael Penix, I think, is putting himself on such a pedestal right now, looking at Caleb not throwing and being like, fuck, give all these scouts, they see me. Give them, when's USC's pro day? Another 3 weeks, month away. Give them all a chance to be like, fuck, Penix throws the ball nice. And people don't realize, if you're not like a combine junkie like we are, he's not throwing the ball to like his receivers. He's not throwing to NFL receivers. Penix or whoever's at the combine can be thrown from Johnny whatever from Toledo South who got invited.
Lad McConkey.
Like you have to make him look good. So that's what I'm saying. Like if I love it. Yeah, if Caleb's not throwing and I'm Bo Nix and JJ, I'm like, fuck, let's give these scouts, give these teams like a reminder of who I am.
Hell yes. And Penix, I saw the interview with Penix. He's like, Penix throws a beautiful ball. He throws the ball downfield. I'm so happy he's doing it. Obviously, his biggest thing is the medicals. But I remember Rich, our good buddy, friend of the show, he went, he was invited to the NFL Combine. And he says, it is a meat market. They put you on a table. They pull on your knees. They pull on your toes. It is sort of intimidating. But listen, they're about to pay you millions of dollars. It is what it is.
They are making an investment in.
Yes.
And it's not the coaches. Like, people need to realize, like, obviously the coaches, GM, scouts, they want to get this right. But it's the owners that really are applying all the pressure. They're investing their future capital into you to hopefully grow their brand.
I'm taking it from the perspective of the player. Like, how do these guys not see this as the NFL fucking combine? Like, this is the combine.
Not everyone gets invited.
Everybody gets invited. Like, this is what you work
because
for.
you set this up from the transfer portal on.
Well, the NFL hasn't set this up. It's the NCAA.
Right, but you set up, obviously, their mindset already is, basically, I can do whatever I want.
So we got some YouTube comments. Michael Brown says 100% it's the NIL. Caleb made $10 million last year. Yeah. He doesn't need the extra money to move up a spot or two. And then he also said, not sure if we should trust Luke's opinion of quarterbacks.
Is there a cop outside?
There's something outside.
There's something outside.
Someone got pulled over, man. Hopefully it's
Hopefully
it's not a boy.
on that really quick, like my other firing to go along with that, the NCAA, the reports, like, not just the NCAA and the College Football Playoff Committee, the committee saying it's already growing momentum to have a 14-team playoff by 2026. So that would be 2 years with the 12 team. All this is speculation, but I do think we're going to have a 14-team playoff.
Oh, it's coming.
For those of you that don't know, it would be 3 guaranteed from the Big 10, 3 guaranteed from the SEC, 3 guaranteed from the Big 12, and 3 guaranteed from the ACC.
Stupid.
Fucking joke.
Stupid.
Which it's dumb. It's all about the money.
Who you firing, Eddie?
I'm actually going to go positive today. I'm going to hire and promote some wrestlers from UNC and Puerto Rico. Sonny Santiago, my son, obviously. Lachlan McNeil, Ethan Ramos, Jonathan Smith, Darian Cruz. If you guys don't know, my son wrestles for the University of North Carolina and the national team for Puerto Rico. They went to Acapulco today, and they tried to qualify for the 2024 Paris Olympics. Sonny came up a little short. Lachlan also came up short in the semis. But to see what these kids go through, not only did they have to deal with the NCAA season, which is insane, but they also this week tried to qualify for the Olympics. And to see what these kids did, it's truly amazing. And I'm proud of all of them. I'm proud of the guys that made it. And I'm just full of pride and joy and respect for these kids to go out there. And when you wrestle, you toe that line. You can't say my left guard missed the block. You can't say that my third base coach didn't give me the right single.
Right. It's all on them.
Yeah, you go out there and your ass is on the line. You win and you lose. And my respect. I love you, Sonny. Lachlan, man, you wrestled your heart out. Ethan made it to the Olympics. Jonathan made it to the Olympics. Darian Cruz made it to the Olympics. We wanted to go to Paris, man. Sonny, they still have one more shot in Turkey in May. and hopefully Puerto Rico gives them the opportunity to go to Turkey and make their dreams come true. But that is my hiring and promotion. And yes, we love you, man. We're proud of you guys, and that's all I gotta say about that.
Phenomenal.
Oh, what? Okay. Did someone just?
We're good.
We all got tits and
nobody got pulled over.
Yeah, nobody.
We've been drinking wine for a while.
Yes,
not we, but these dudes and guys who were here who drove away a minute ago.
So where are we now in our?
We're
list?
wherever you want to be. So let's get into the NFL.
The rumors and
all that.
So there was a big one. I think the odds jumped up with Justin Fields. It looks very much like he's going to get traded. I don't know. I mean, that's where it was heading. And I think Caleb's going to the Bears, man. I really do.
So really quick on the Justin Fields, on our script, it talks about the meetings that were scheduled. This is actually outdated as of this afternoon, according to Schefter. So
we are in a fluid situation.
Yes, obviously the Fields situation has been
up
monitored
and down.
since week 8 of the season.
Insane.
And I think we can all say we're of the mindset that they should keep him and trade number 1, or if anything, take Marvin Harrison Jr. at number 1.
I agree with that.
I think that's the best move. I heard that really quick, my little tangent. Dan Patrick said it the best on Monday's episode of his show. Okay, you take Caleb, possibly get an A quarterback. You know you have probably a B plus quarterback in Justin Fields. Why don't you surround a B plus quarterback with a bunch of A plus talent?
I've been saying that shit since fucking week 5.
Yeah, it's the smart thing to do. But
we saw a C minus quarterback make it to the Super Bowl with A plus talent.
Eddie, stop
Bing,
it.
Pow, ping, boom.
We're not going to do the Brock Purdy thing tonight, man. So now you're a Steelers fan, unfortunately. Would you
Sorry,
guys?
my 6 Super Bowl rings were making too much noise.
How many did you live for? 2?
3.
Bullshit. 3. Bradshaw's 4. You were fucking not even your dad's nutsack yet.
I've seen 3. I've lived for 2 wins.
Yeah, you've lived for 2. Oh, you've seen 3. Yeah, but you've lived for 2 Super Bowl wins. So, anyways, would you guys? Would you like Justin Fields to be your quarterback?
100%.
Eddie, you're a fan of the Turd Raiders. Would you like to see them?
I would love Justin Fields as my quarterback.
I don't want to break your heart. They haven't even made a phone call, according to Schefter. They haven't checked in. They don't care.
Yeah. So I saw this thing on Instagram, and this is what I felt bad for Eddie.
Oh God,
dude, look, listen, Eddie's.
It was a joke. It was a joke.
I've known Eddie for a handful of years. I'd see him at family parties and all that. I didn't know that this man does 50 to 100 mock drafts a week. I didn't know this until last year. So watching something came out on Instagram where they went through the Raiders' first round pick since 2014. How the fuck is it possible that you spend more time working on a Raiders draft than people in their organization?
It's crazy.
It's miss after miss after
so
miss
bad.
after miss.
So bad.
You need to devote some of that time to writing them.
Dude.
And saying, hey, this is what I think.
You need to send pictures of the mock draft. Hey, put me in the draft room. Put me in the war room.
You're working harder than they are.
100%. 100%.
Way harder. I couldn't believe it.
Mayock, it doesn't matter. They disappoint me every freaking year. They disappointed me this year with
in the draft.
Yeah,
with the kid.
They should have got the defensive tackle from Georgia.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just bad, man. I saw that and I was like, Eddie puts in more work than these dudes, obviously.
If you look it up in the draft, the last 25 years, there is like 4 or 5 Hall of Famers that were picked directly after the Raiders pick, like Ed Reed, Calvin Johnson. I think like Jesus Christ. I think we missed out on Jesus Christ. We drafted the guy who the traitor. What's his name?
Muhammad.
Yes,
drafted Muhammad.
Judas. Yes. Buddha. We drafted Buddha before Jesus Christ.
My God,
it's been bad. It's been bad. But
They don't appreciate your hard work, man.
No,
Raiders took a flyer on Scientology.
They don't appreciate your hard work.
they do not.
So the draft. So if Caleb goes number 1, the second the number
Washington's
2.
at 2.
Washington's at 2. Does Washington take Daniels or no?
No.
Do they take Drake May?
Yes. And the rumor is, if Caleb's not at 2, they trade back. More than likely, that trade would either be with the Giants, which
there's no way the fucking Giants take a quarterback.
Coming out of the
I don't know why
coming
you
out of the
think that.
combine today, multiple GMs, scouts like Daniel Jeremiah, who we love. The worst kept secret at the combine after day 2 was the Giants are doing extensive research on a quarterback. Now, I agree. I don't think they should draft a quarterback after you give Daniels that or Daniel
that
Jones
money's
that
only
money.
guaranteed for 1 more year.
Yeah, it's 1 more year. Why wouldn't
you're
you?
1 year removed from a playoff.
That's my thing. That's my issue. That
So why would you draft one with the Patriots? Because that's the same freaking
the
situation.
Patriots haven't made the playoffs in 2 years.
Yeah.
This is going to be their 3rd year now.
In the year that they made it, their offensive coordinator, I hate to say it, Josh McDaniels.
Don't ever mention that name again on this podcast.
He genuinely is an offensive coordinator to play devil's advocate, makes bad players look good. As an offensive coordinator, not as a head coach, as an offensive coordinator.
I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that.
Well, no, yeah, because they had
It's
third
impossible.
receivers in New England for a minute.
Yeah. They
show.
had it for a while.
So, but then New England are they taking a quarterback?
They say they are. I
So are
think
the
it's
first 3
irresponsible.
picks going to be quarterbacks in this draft?
I think so. Whether it's the 3 that are making the pick, everyone's trying to move up. It's a quarterback frenzy. It's like freaking Bruce in. See you guys. Be careful. Don't roll down the windows. Sponsored by Film.
Film by Franco.
Yes.
Film _by _Franco.
All right.
Did a great job. He'll travel to you if you need to tint your windows.
Yes.
Check it out. But remember, don't roll down your windows for 48 hours.
Don't do it, man.
Don't do it.
And then say, my shit's bubbling up.
Yeah, it is. So, of course it is. But anyway, we think in the draft, you guys think in the draft, all 3 quarterbacks, first 3 picks.
We said DJ has 5 quarterbacks going in the first round. I think it's going to be a quarterback frenzy. I think people are going to panic.
So
and Atlanta, Giants, Washington, Patriots, and the Bears. They need a quarterback. And by the way,
apparently
throw the Raiders in there too.
There's according to reports, there's 2 teams that may shock people, and if quarterbacks are available, take those quarterbacks. In the rumor,
Jets.
Denver.
Jets.
One of them's the Jets. I saw that, which would be just hilarious in my opinion.
Because you need a left tackle.
That
and a right tackle and a center and a guard and another guard.
It's the sole reason that Rodgers wanted to leave the Packers is because it's like I had something left in the tank. You guys took a quarterback. Like, you don't trust me.
Yeah.
It'd just be so funny, the deja vu. And then the second team that I think is actually pretty interesting is the Vikings.
What do you mean? The Vikings are taking a quarterback. That's just not interesting at all.
No, because if they have Kirk Cousins back, they're expected to still take a quarterback.
I would.
I think Kirk is going to stay. It makes too much sense.
If I'm the Vikings, I trade all the way up and fucking draft Caleb Williams. That's what I'm doing if I'm the Vikings.
Well, yeah.
Or Rodgers to the Vikings, and he can complete the Brett Favre circle. The entire Brett Favre circle. Rodgers can complete it, but this time he'd win a title with Minnesota.
Minus the dick pics. Yes.
Alleged.
No. They weren't alleged. They was fucking verified.
100%.
I think I saw one.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I saved it.
Rafa can do a sketch, like a police sketch of it.
Jay's like, oh my goodness, Rafa, can you draw something for me?
Jay's like, send me those photos over
now.
So Denver is interesting because they just suck. So are they taking a quarterback or 3 of them?
I think the relationship is imperishable. I think they have to. There's no way that he stays in Denver.
Can I go out on a limb and say that Denver doesn't win 6 games this year?
I would. I'll give you a high five.
Is that a cut bet?
Yeah, I'm willing to put that. I'm willing to put that on cut. That the Denver Broncos don't win.
Michael Brown, get some action on that.
They don't win 6 games this year, but they do beat the Raiders once.
They haven't done it in 4 years.
They will beat the Raiders once this year.
They did beat the Chiefs this year, which was crazy.
Yeah, they did. They did. So did the Raiders. I mean, who gives a fuck?
So what's your cut bet?
My cut bet is that the Denver Broncos don't win more than 6 games this season. On cut, book it.
Why?
Book it.
Because they're trash, bro.
Straight trash,
The
homie.
Broncos organization is a shit show. At this point, bro, you paid Russell Wilson. Now you're all of a sudden, you didn't play him at the end of the season. Now it's like, oh, we're going to make a decision. Like, what decision? You didn't play him.
Yeah.
You obviously need to cut him.
You disrespected his ass. And Ciara.
Ciara.
Dude, when your head coach is talking about, like, the next guy in the middle of the season, you can't come back from that.
Yeah,
you
got to
can't.
go.
Did you hear him in the interview about
the good thing is, though, what they give away for that coach? A first-round pick?
They gave,
nice.
They gave like 3 or 4 picks.
Gave up a bunch of picks for fucking Mike McCarthy. Good job, Michael Brown. Fucking turds. Broncos
but
suck.
Here's the thing, dude. Russell's enough of a pussy that he'd go back there.
Wow, you know what? If he does, then that's a true fucking statement because they disrespected his ass.
Well, the market is apparently just cold on him. Like we saw the early bets that it was like Pittsburgh, Atlanta. It was basically.
I'd like Russell in Atlanta. If I'm Atlanta, I'd go Russell Wilson. Yeah. If I'm Atlanta, I go Kirk Cousins.
I'll tell you what, the karma gods just cemented that Russell Wilson will be the starting quarterback for the Steelers right now, as he said that.
And they'll win 11 games.
Pussy. You called him a pussy.
Now he's yours.
Now he's yours.
Baby back bitch.
Now he's yours.
Baby back bitch?
She's a baby back bitch.
Now he's yours.
He's at
100% starting for the Steelers next year.
Yeah, facts.
Michael Brown said, Rafa, remove your injury guarantee and I'll bet you on cut.
Done. Bet it, Michael Brown. Get on cut. Have you downloaded the app? Text me your username. We'll create the bet. Whatever you want to do. $3, $4, $5, $10. Any max you want, Michael Brown. Nothing over 10.
Oh, dude, Luke is sweating. I see a little freaking sweat.
Russell Wilson's coming your way, buddy.
He is signed, sealed, and delivered.
Giggity.
Yeah. That's for sure. That's for sure.
I love
it. But
Mr. Limited.
Now,
yes.
You know what kind of annoys me when we start watching all these teams like, New England cut so and so today, J.C. Jackson, so they got $100 million in cap space. Who gives a fuck? Like they're probably not going to spend it in the right way, anyways. The Redskins have this much money. Who gives a shit? What are they going to do with it? I'm tired of hearing all that bullshit. Please.
I agree.
I mean, money doesn't hurt.
It doesn't matter.
Give me $100 million. I can make my life better.
Yeah, but that's not the same thing. It's not the same thing.
I like to give it a shot.
Oh, New England, all the fans, all the fucking Patriots fans. Oh, we got $100 million. Who gives a fuck?
Apparently, this new owner
you need 50
for
players.
Washington is just like when those reports came out, he was listed as like one of the worst owners again. Like you imagine
really? Like they went back to back?
Yeah, he's a new owner.
And they're already listing him as a bad owner?
Yeah, they're just like, fuck this guy.
Carolina's number 1.
Yeah. Tapper's a shit.
Second to last.
Hey, good for him.
Kansas City.
Ooh. Let's get into that. So this week, and we did it last year, NFLPA does a survey. It's sort of like when you go to Wells Fargo and talk to somebody and they say, please fill out everything, and the players just check everything off. And it's very, very interesting, man.
Can you pull up the rankings?
It's crazy.
The Chiefs finished 31st, though, huh?
Yeah.
It's
Miami and Minnesota, number 1, number 2. Again, back-to-back years, by the way.
Miami was, like, amazing.
Last year they were 1 and 2. I don't know who was first or second. This year they flipped. They're both 1 and 2, but this year, whoever was one last year's now 2.
Miami's 1 this year.
Okay,
Vikings were 1 last year.
Okay, so and again, those are the 2 best, obviously owners, et cetera, blah blah.
Yeah. You would think Denver, they have more money than God.
What the fuck does that mean? The coach is a fucking hard ass. He's an idiot.
All these owners have more money. My favorite story out of this is the Bengals owner, where like the players had to pay for their own food.
That's always been like that.
Notorious.
So
cheap.
after last season when they got listed as the second lowest, the way he made it even for the players, they got free food on Wednesdays.
That's
what a fucking joke.
Wednesdays only.
What a joke.
I think the Chargers charge on Wednesdays and Thursdays for daycare.
Yeah,
they don't do it the rest of the days.
They charge for child care on
off
the
days.
Chargers?
On off days.
The Chargers?
Yeah.
So don't come in. Don't
First
come in.
of all,
we're going to charge you for... That's insane.
who the fuck is taking their kids to work if you're a Charger player?
Well,
What the fuck is their mom
You gotta
doing?
think like the dude that's on the practice squad. Or
I don't give a
50th.
fuck. What's his wife doing? And you're on the practice squad. That means you don't show up to.
His wife has to work because you're probably gonna get cut, man.
Yeah.
Oh my god! But it is ridiculous that the Chargers are
Dude,
charging.
it's bad.
It's so funny.
So I couldn't find the rankings, but I found the grades for how they split it up.
That's the same thing.
Yeah,
CJ.
but they didn't have it 1, 2, 3, 4.
I get them. Well, what is it, baby?
Yes. So the Arizona Cardinals, we'll start with them. For treatment of facilities, D+. For food, D. Their nutritionist as a C. Their locker room is an F. Training room C-, training staff B, and weight room C-.
I've seen.
What about coach?
Thing it sucks balls there.
I think he gets a good grade actually.
Yeah, he was decent.
Wow,
what a joke! But the Chiefs were 31. That's the one that's shocking. And they were a coach. They were an A. But everything else.
Maybe you shoot to be 31 and you win championships.
Their big thing that they went from last year to this year was so they were also ranked pretty low last year, and they're like in our locker rooms we're sitting on those like the old school like the chairs that they bring in for fighters to sit on in the middle of a fight. It's like that's what we have at our lockers to go along with the high school lockers that we have. We just won a Super Bowl. He got them chairs with backings and not like good ones. It's like the ones that the NBA and all the college basketball teams use in timeouts.
And they won the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Yeah, next year, same shit.
They're playing angry.
Yeah, next year the same thing.
If
you guys win it this time, we'll get you recliners.
That's ridiculous, man. That's upsetting. It's so upsetting. Like treat your people right, man. Treat your people right.
I agree 100%. I agree 100%.
Yeah.
10,000%.
Yeah.
What CJ, what's the saying? Look good, play good.
Yeah, but you
Look
know
good,
what?
play good.
Yeah,
So I got
the
rankings.
Colorado Buffalo looked real good this year, and they fucking got robbed and didn't play good. So
I got all the rankings.
all right,
There we go.
Arizona Cardinals 27th,
huh?
That's a step up.
Not a surprise.
Falcons 25th,
Not a surprise.
Baltimore Ravens 15th,
Shocking.
Nice.
Thought they'd be in the top 10.
Bills 11th,
Yeah, not bad.
Panthers 17th,
Oh, impressive.
the Bears 10th.
That's shocking.
Yeah, it's shocking because
They love that GM.
You must have seat warmers and
yeah.
So do you want to break down? Do you want to break down the Bears?
No. I want to know where
Bengals 26th,
Yeah,
Yeah.
we know. Fucking owner sucks.
Browns 23rd,
Their owner sucks too.
Big time.
Cowboys 12th.
I thought they'd be higher.
Wow.
I thought they should be
Yeah,
higher.
I thought they'd be higher
You should
as
be
well.
in the top 5.
With Jerry
If you-
Jones.
If you guys watch Curb Your Enthusiasm, disgruntled. Who's disgruntled?
Jeff. Jeff was disgruntled
For
as
the
fuck.
Cowboys, like who's complaining about those facilities?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Well, it's not just that. Is this the accumulation?
Yeah. This is everything.
This is your strength coach, your
everything.
coach,
Your head coach. Your
A lot of them
plumbing.
don't like Mike McCarthy.
So
But
the
he's
whole
12,
thing,
so plenty of them
So
like
the whole
him.
thing is treatment of facilities, food cafeteria, nutritionist, locker room, training staff, weight room, strength coaches, team travel, head coach, and ownership.
So the Cowboys are 12th.
Cowboys are 12th. So the Broncos are 16th. The Lions are 13th.
Okay.
Wow.
Packers are 3rd.
Wow. That's impressive.
Texans are
They don't have an
7th.
owner.
Very good. Good for them.
Colts are 22nd.
What a shock.
Jaguars are 5th.
Fucking even more shocked.
Chiefs are 31st.
That's insane.
Who was
The biggest.
32nd?
We'll see it eventually. The Raiders are 9th.
That's good for them.
new
Good for
facilities.
them. Top 10 team in that and bottom 10 and everything
Davis
else.
has been doing a good job the last few years too.
He
as
is.
an owner.
They're good owners, man. They're good owners. They're
Well, he
terrible
was-
decision makers,
Yeah.
but they're good to their people.
Yeah.
Chargers are 30th.
What a shit show.
Wow. They get a new facility next year. Though.
Woohoo.
Rams are 20th.
Shocking.
The Dolphins coming at 1st.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Miami, man.
The Vikings are 2nd.
Good for them.
Patriots are 29th.
Yeah.
Saints are 19th. The Giants coming at 8th. The Jets coming at 21st. The Eagles at 4th. The Steelers at 28th.
What a
There's
fucking
one team
joke.
we haven't heard from yet.
The Niners at 6th.
Well, okay, that's it.
I knew
He was
it.
hoping you'd say.
I was
30.
waiting for it. I was waiting for it.
43rd.
I was waiting. I was waiting for him to say something about the Niners. Anyways, the bullshit ass Seahawks at 14th. The Bucks at 24th. Titans at 18th. Commanders at 32nd.
That's the worst team.
Wow.
No shock. They're fucking trash. Anyways.
You gotta look at all it's the facility and the strength. Like, you can have good coaches, like love your strength conditioning coach, but if you're banging weights from fucking Gold's Gym in the 80s, like, you're pissed. I hate it. Like, I would have.
I'm a true believer look at a successful business, and it starts from the bottom down. I'm a true believer in that. And unless you get a good quarterback, I guess, with like the Chiefs.
By the way, highest rated head coach, obviously Andy Reid. Worst owner, Lamar Hunt. Clark Hunt. And the worst coach was Josh McDaniels.
Shocker.
That's
shocking.
You know they do this. The best part about this is they do this ranking not at the end of the season. It's like before the season starts. So they ranked,
really?
Yeah, they ranked him before, like, the first snap of the regular season.
This is before the regular season?
Can we do something really quick?
Yeah, do whatever you want.
Guess the top 5 offensive coordinators for the NFLPA survey.
Top 5 offensive
Let's
coordinators?
do Rafa first.
Oh, shit.
Guess top 5.
Eagles? No, I'm sorry, not the Eagles. San Francisco?
Nope.
Ooh, fuck.
I'm going to go Ravens.
No. Offensive coordinators. Top 5.
Is this
Top 5. This is player survey, though, right?
Player survey.
So
Dolphins.
Yes, at number 1.
Yes.
Minnesota?
No.
Tampa?
No.
Houston?
No.
Cleveland?
No.
Fucking the Jets?
No.
Definitely not.
This is surprising.
Oh, the Lions.
No.
Bears?
No.
Raiders?
No.
Cardinals?
No.
All right, just give them to me then.
Thomas Brown. So Frank Smith, Dolphins.
Yeah.
Thomas Brown at number 2, Panthers. Brian Schottenheimer for the Cowboys. Brian Callahan for the Bengals. And Kellen Moore for the Chargers.
What a fucking joke. Kellen Moore.
What a joke.
What a fucking
That's why I asked.
overrated.
No, that just means
Doesn't
he's a good buddy, you know. That just means
Exactly.
they get along, you know.
Exactly.
That's all that means.
Yeah, that's a trash. Fuck the survey. The Chiefs were fucking last and second to last and won the Super Bowl. Get the fuck out of here. Let's get to some NBA, baby.
Let's get to some NBA.
Let's talk about the GOAT from 2 nights ago. He was 2 nights ago, was a
My
fucking
goodness.
monster.
Down 21 in the 4th. Just
Threw it on her back.
oh my god.
Put it on their back. At 39 years young, just tap that Clipper ass.
Yes.
And you know what? Dude, them boys, they can beat anybody on any night.
the more
I'm
you say it,
sorry
Rafa,
to tell you.
the
I
more
said
you
it 2
say
weeks
it.
ago. They're going to win the West. LeBron James is going to win the Western Conference Finals. He will at least get to that Western Conference Finals.
second cut bet of the night?
Dude,
Yeah, of course. I already cut
He already
bet it.
made that.
I already made that cut bet. Lakers to win the Western Conference Finals, Bucks to win the East. Lakers, Bucks in the finals. Giannis against the king himself. The
Man,
GOATness.
That would be great.
The
'Cause
GOATness.
I think the Lakers could win that series.
Lakers could beat anybody, man. When you have a player, the greatest player of all time, LeBron James, and Rich keeps sending me this shit with these little things. Jordan, blah, 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 blah. Man, you saw what LeBron did 2 nights ago, Eddie. You saw it.
I saw it. It was unbelievable.
You saw it.
I had money against him.
So you were watching hot and heavy.
Just like the GOAT, Patrick Mahomes, got to the Super Bowl with his turds, the GOAT, LeBron James, will get to the Western Conference Finals with his turds.
With his turds. Facts.
I love it.
So the Bucks, second half of the season, it's early. They're 3-0 in the second half of the season. I remember I told you last week, I think they're going to get rolling. I think, all that pressure on Doc during the All-Star break where all these things started coming out. Doc doesn't take accountability. He always has excuses, blah, blah, blah. You've watched in their first 3 games, the leaders have come into play. Giannis, Dame, Brooke Lopez. You see Patrick Beverly, who just joined the team and is one of the leaders in the locker room already.
Yeah.
They're going to make it a point, and this team will be in the finals, and I think they're going to win it.
Can I say something? Anthony Davis has not got the credit that he deserves this year.
Why, for not getting hurt?
Well, that's one. They called him Anthony Street Clothes Davis. I mean, that was
You did.
No. I think Barkley did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But he has been unbelievable this year. And everyone's sort of like, let's not talk about it. He's going to get hurt. And
It's like a no-hitter?
Yeah, like a no-hitter.
Yeah.
100%. He has been incredible this year, and no one's really talking about it. Maybe because the record isn't so good. I know that they're on the outside looking in, but I don't think Dinwiddie, moves the needle either way. But I hate to agree with you, Rafa, but
you like the Lake Show?
I do like the
Liking
Lake Show,
Lakers.
man.
Trending up, baby. Tomorrow they'll lose to Denver by 50. But LeBron will get his 40th point tomorrow night, probably in the first quarter. He's 9 away. So only player to ever do that, obviously. So
I don't know why that's a thing. Why is that a thing, by the way? He already leading.
Because it's 40,000. It's a number. It's,
All right.
It's just a big number.
I want to party when I hit 400 pounds.
Don't. You might be dead.
You might be dead.
Clippers in action tonight. What does that do for the Clippers losing that game there to the Lakers? Lakers have owned them this year, 3 of 4, by the way.
Yes.
Giving up that game there, and I know Paul George didn't play, but it's no excuse when you're up 21 in the fourth and you couldn't find a basket. They could have done a bunch of things. You could have maybe doubled LeBron, and when they did try to double, Ryu hit a 3, D'Lo hit a 3, Reeves hit a 3. But you can't let a 39-year-old man, when you have an elite defender on your team.
I think it's demoralizing.
I think it's demoralizing, too. And if you watch the end of the pick and roll, it was just to get Kawhi off of LeBron every time.
Yeah.
And it was just like, all right, I'm just going to you needed to make an adjustment
Not
there.
to mention, that is the last game they will ever play in crypto, Staples, whatever you want to call it. That is the last game that they will ever share that arena.
We don't know if the playoffs. They could face each other.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
So, but it was a statement game for the Lakers, I think, and it was easy to say that they were going to struggle the next night, which was last night against Washington. You had a huge high.
Cha-ching.
I'm shocked that LeBron even played.
Yeah.
But he played, and he had shot 50.
OT.
Went to overtime. Yeah, Jordan Poole played out of his fucking mind yesterday.
Dude, there's talk that Jordan Poole is going to be out of the league next year.
Now, he scored 34 last night. Like, he's a bad teammate, and he's an actual bad team player. Jordan Poole and Kyle Kuzma have to be, like, the 2 most cancerous players in the league. And that's why they're on the same team together.
Fitting that they're in our nation's capital.
Yeah, shocking, right? It's, like, perfect for them. But I think that's demoralizing to the Clippers. That's just a brutal to take that shot there tonight.
Take that.
Damn right.
As a resident Clipper fan.
Here we go with the bullshit.
Oh, my God.
This man, how the fuck is he? Go ahead, Luke. He's a fan of everything that everyone dislikes. The Clippers, the Angels, the Steelers, water polo.
I'm not an Angel fan. What are you talking about, Angel fan?
I thought you were an Angel fan.
No, I've been Dodgers since day one.
Those are fighting words.
Bullshit. I swore he was an Angel fan.
That's so bullshit.
Maybe because he's white. I don't know.
No, that's bullshit, Rafa. He said Angel fan about 30,000 times.
I thought you were.
No.
I thought he was.
I thought he was. I thought
is your brother an Angel fan?
Yes.
Oh, I knew somebody was.
I'm the only Dodger fan in my family.
There we go.
I feel like I don't know Luke. I feel like a lie has been told to my life.
I came to Bosco every day on sports day.
In a Dodger thong.
Yeah, exactly.
I looked at you like the weird white kid. Sorry, Luke. I'm
sorry.
Oh,
my God. So all right. I thought Luke was an Angel fan.
That's just mean.
I thought
just mean, being a bully.
Double minority. Whoa, double minority. Whoa's double minority.
I wasn't where I was. Wow.
Oh, you know what? Since we're on, I want to ask, and I want you to put this up in a fucking poll. I want to ask this question. I want it on Instagram. Do black people call chocolate chip cookies grandmas?
Yes, this must be
All
a thing.
chocolate chip cookies. Do they call them grandmas? Clip this shit on a poll. If you are an African American, if you're a black person, if you're a black Puerto Rican, don't reply to this.
Yeah, if you're Dominican,
black Dominicans and Cubans, you are not allowed to reply to this. Black Colombians, do not reply to this. This is for black.
You have to be from the Eastern Hemisphere.
Not even if you're black in Hawaii.
Yeah. Or African,
it has
you're
to be
not allowed.
Intercontinental.
Yes. So this is black Americans. Do you guys call chocolate chip cookies grandmas?
No. It's intracontinental.
Whatever. It's black Americans. Do black Americans call chocolate chip cookies grandmas? Because this man sat here and swore to me, oh, yeah, grandmas. What the fuck is grandma? Grandma's is a brand.
Yeah.
No, bitch. Grandma.
Okay, that's fine. Just put it on a poll, and then they can all talk shit. Look at these fat dudes talking about chocolate chip cookies.
No.
Talk about grandmas.
When you guys talked about Big Macs, there was people loving y'all. This guy from New York was like, you guys are my vibe. You guys got good
That
replies.
guy was probably like, oh, they're in their natural habitat.
Yes. No, one white woman hater on TikTok said that you guys are it was like you guys are topic.
Finally, you guys are talking about something you know about.
Yes,
yes.
She can suck a dick. Jesus.
Well, hey,
No, it was a guy. It was
a guy.
White woman hater. It was
Okay, all right.
That
Oh,
guy
that
should
was
go
his
to
screen
jail.
name. All right. So, anyways, Black Americans, if you call chocolate chip cookies grandmas, please let us know, because this man who you do not see right here behind the mic, CJ, that's what he told me they're called, and I wasn't sure. I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about.
Yes.
And everyone I've asked, nobody knows what I'm talking
You
about.
have not asked any chocolates.
Bro, at New Edition, I think I wanted to
No,
ask like
you
maybe
did. You said you
45,000 of them, but I didn't. And I forgot because I was speaking to these ladies and I should have asked them because they knew what they were talking about
When
everything.
you sent that in the group chat, I was dead.
I wanted to ask
How
them.
is
and I
you
fucked up.
surrounded by the infestation?
And there were, because it was New Edition, so the crowd was older, so they would have definitely known. If they're called
Yes,
grandmas, because
yes.
probably
My grandma, that's where I learned it from, was my grandmother.
Rafa
Okay.
was doing the Roger Rabbit in his seat without going
you know what? I
backwards.
never sat down, by the way. I didn't
New
sit down
Edition.
for, and I'll be honest, this was kind of fucked up. There was a guy to our left, looked like Kenyon Martin, I swear to you. This man sat there, fell asleep, and was doing this.
No way.
Asleep. He didn't get up once. I mean, he was also like 7'1", but he sat in his seat the whole time.
Probably a mushroom overdose.
Dude, he was just, but anyways.
You cannot sit down for New Edition.
No.
Obviously not.
That's
Obviously
ridiculous.
not. Shout out to New Edition, by the way. Ronnie DeVoe, great conversation at the Tower Suites bar.
Awesome, guys.
And I should have asked him if he knew
Grandmas.
if grandmas were chocolate chip cookies.
Yes.
That is the great fucking. We need to put Inspector Gadget on this.
This is a thing.
It's the great debate of two nobodies.
It's the great debate of two nobodies. If
We should have asked Ryan Holmes.
Oh, we should have.
Oh, my.
You know what? We need to get him on. Once we do this poll, he'll reply to it. Once
Yeah.
we ask this question, he'll reply to it. And then I want to get a whole phone conversation on why the fuck they're called grandmas.
So if it's a chocolate chip with raisins, is that an auntie? Like, where are we going here?
It's not auntie, it's TT.
Oh, my God. So now Eddie's got a valid point.
Fuck no.
So it's just.
Raisins don't belong in cookies.
All right, I'm just saying. If
Okay,
there's. So it's
peanut
just.
butter cookie.
Chocolate
What's that
chip.
called?
So it's just. No, Eddie. It's just chocolate chip, right?
Chocolate chip cookies. You gotta understand, Eddie. We gonna get a little all sports. Black people, we're a little lazy. So when we have a when we see something that we can provide a name for that doesn't have to be the original name, it's slang. We do that. That's just it's a black thing. You gotta understand. So when we see chocolate chip cookies, that doesn't sound as cool as go get the grandma cookies.
That's
Grandma's a brand.
It's a brand.
No.
All right. We're gonna fucking get to the bottom of this.
Enough.
Black Americans, please give us your opinion on CJ's bullshit.
Yeah. No Dominicans, no Puerto
No
Ricans.
Dominicans, yeah. Black Americans only. If you
Yes.
only speak English, not if you, hey, you know, brother, yeah, we call them over there. No,
Yeah.
no.
If you're good at baseball, don't try.
Yes, don't. Yeah.
John Vaughn's is very, very.
Yeah, John
But
is
I'm
different.
sorry, I lied. John is Puerto Rican.
Shocker.
How do you say it?
Does John milk and cookies? Hey, let me ask you, does John call them grandmas?
He understands them as grandmas.
No, bullshit.
No. He doesn't. So no, he does not call them
All right,
grandmas.
thank you.
John, however, does call them grandmas.
Who the fuck
But
is
not
John?
Big John. BTA.
Big John.
About that action.
He knows something by BTA.
That dude's Filipino, man.
Yes. All right.
That motherfucker is straight from Greenleaf, Compton. That motherfucker
Y
is
Filipino. So
For the
anyways.
Philippines.
So listen, guys. So before we get out of here, Luke created. We've all done our top 5 overrated.
Yes.
We all got ridiculed. Well, at least I did. For Eli and Terry Bradshaw and Bo Jackson.
You know, people actually agreed with very few with your Bo Jackson hate.
Bo didn't know shit.
Can we get Luke on camera? Did one of y'all mind?
Do you want to get Luke on camera for this?
Can we get? I feel like Luke has to talk to.
So this
the
is
people.
Sarah Huckabee's twin brother. This is Sarah Huckabee's. When they posted that on Instagram, when he for his video, it was hilarious. So Luke's top 5. We're gonna Eddie. You got to get on the mic though to kill him. No. So Luke's gonna give us his top 5 most overrated NFL players of all time, and I hope Michael Brown is in the chat for this.
Oh, he's in.
Oh, he's in the chat. Michael Brown, we're putting this dude on camera so you can fucking annihilate him. I'd love for Michael Brown to call in, actually, if he could.
I'm not connected to the wrong.
Oh, okay, so you're not connected. All right.
You could hold it to the mic.
My wife just sent me a picture of fucking a grandma's bag of
it's the brand.
mini chocolate chip cookies. So, anyway, all right, Luke. So, give us your top 5 most overrated athletes of all time.
Hold up. So I'm writing it out. I'm trying to remember all the way. So I have the first 2, and the next 2. Oh, I got it. Okay.
All right, so let's hear it.
So at number 5, do you want me to give the list?
I want number 5 first. Yeah, I want a whole fucking explanation on your bullshit.
Before we move to the next one.
Of course.
Okay. So number 5 is Richard Sherman. Richard Sherman,
Look him up. I want to know all pros. I want to know. Fuck Pro Bowls. I want to know all pros. Derek Carr was a Pro Bowl last year, and he didn't play the last 3 games. Or 2. So I want to know Richard Sherman's all pros. I need to know all of that shit.
Look up DUIs also.
Don't do that. We're talking about on
Richard
the field.
Sherman was a 5-time All-Pro bowler.
5-time All-Pro or Pro Bowler?
All-Pro. 5 times All-Pro.
All right.
First, 3 times first team.
Mm-hmm.
Led the NFL interceptions in 2013. And obviously Super Bowl champion. Yeah.
All right. So according to you, he's overrated.
Yeah, he's overrated. I'm not saying he's a bad player. I'm saying the conversations of like greatest corner of all time, best defensive player.
I've never
of all
heard
time.
that.
You just don't.
I've never heard that. Have you heard that? You heard that?
As a Niner fan? Oh my goodness.
Oh my God. Okay, I've never heard that. But anyways, go ahead.
Dude, when he was really quick on that, when he went to the Niners and people being like, oh my God, it's like we got Dion again when he came here. I was like, what the fuck?
I was excited as a Niners fan.
He was trash on the Niners.
Wow.
Because I just had memories of him constantly tearing us apart. Michael Crabtree.
Play on the Niners.
I'm saying, so when we signed him, I was like, oh, okay. Like, I'm excited.
He was really good.
He was a crumb bum on that team.
So he shouldn't be on this list. But anyways,
continue.
Go ahead.
So, yeah, Sherman at 5. I think he's a good corner. Just whatever. The Legion of Boom. He had all this help around him. Earl Thomas, Bruce Irvin rushing the passer, Cliff Averill, like Cam Chancellor. Of course it's easy to lock down like guys when you have the 2 hardest hitting safeties in the league at the time just flying around the field. You have 2 of the most dominant pass rushers at the time on that defense.
Don't forget Michael Bennett.
Yeah, exactly. Michael Bennett, Cliff Averill. Of course you're able to go ahead and guard a guy for a quarter of a second every single time when the quarterback's on the run.
All right, go ahead. Who else?
Stop playing with us. Get to the
Sean Alexander. I got Sean Alexander at 4. That dude, people are always like, oh, Sean Alexander LT in the early 2000s. Suck my balls. Seriously.
He was really good.
Yeah, he's not even in the College Football Hall of Fame.
That's college. He scored. Didn't he score 30 touchdowns in one season?
It's the Consolation Hall of Fame is what it is. He hasn't even been in the conversation.
You want his career stats?
That's why he's not.
That's why he's not overrated.
No one ever talks about him.
He's overrated as fuck.
Oh my God, terrible. Anyways, what are his stats? CJ,
9,453 yards, 100 touchdowns,
100 touchdowns, exactly. 100 fucking
4.3 yards.
Yeah, the guy's fucking over. Get the fuck out of here.
Maybe the most underrated.
Yeah, God, are you kidding?
Crumb bum. He's a crumb bum.
Wow, that's a terrible one. Anyway, let's hear the next one. Number 3.
I can't remember which order I put.
Oh, no, this is it. It's the way you got it. That's exactly the way you did it.
Okay.
That's exactly the way you did it.
Okay, so
listen to this shit.
Number 3, let me preface this by saying this is my personal hero and idol, and I want to grow up to be like him. But as a player, you've been referred to as the most athletically gifted of all time.
How many MVPs does this man win?
He, in my opinion, 1 Super Bowl is not enough with the talent that he's been surrounded with the coaching that he has also had.
Mike McCarthy, guy.
Matt LaFleur.
Oh, what a stud. What a stud. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Say it.
Aaron Rodgers is my 3rd most overrated player on this list. 1 Super Bowl. Came at a price for me. But Rodgers, in my opinion, you always hear this conversation. Oh, well, like he gets one more. He's in the GOAT. He's right there in the GOAT conversation.
Never. I've never heard that. I've never heard that from anyone.
I'm actually shocked, Rafa, that you don't agree with this take.
Rodgers?
Yeah.
No.
You always say he's only won one.
Yeah, I always say that because his coach sucked dick.
Oh.
His players around you, Devontae Adams, like you had the most dangerous connection between receiver and quarterback in football for 5 years. And
How many MVPs did he win?
You couldn't make
How
it out of
many
a.
MVPs
You
did
couldn't
this
make it
man-
out of an NFC championship game.
How many?
You
how
got
many,
spanked
how
year
ma-
after year in the NFC championship.
How many MVPs this man win?
4.
4 MVP. He's a 4-time MVP winner? Are you out of your fucking mind? He's won 4 MVPs.
Four
MVPs. 4. Has anyone even won 3?
Brady.
Besides Brady?
NFL MVPs. Pull them up.
That's what I'm saying.
Brady.
NFL MVP.
It might be only Brady.
Not 4.
Rodgers has 4. I thought Rodgers only had 3.
Well, doesn't matter. 3 too many to be on the list.
Wait, who got it this year? Was it
He paid Manning.
Lamar.
Lamar.
So
Lamar's
Peyton
got
has
2.
5.
Okay, so Peyton has 5 and Rodgers has 4.
And how many championships does Peyton have?
2.
Overrated?
5
Two separate
MVPs. When you
franchises,
win
too.
MVPs, you're not
Peyton has
overrated. That's the
5.
thing.
Aaron has 4.
Eli Manning.
Brady has 3. Favre has 3. Jim Brown has 3. Johnny Unitas also has 3. And then Lamar, Mahomes,
Have
Warner,
2.
Yeah.
all have 2.
Dude, how can he be overrated? The man has 4 MVPs, bro. 4. So he didn't
he's
win in the
played
playoffs?
in 1 Super Bowl. He's been in 1 Super
I don't
Bowl
know
in
if
his career.
I know this is hard for you to understand.
I don't hate
But
you for this.
Michael Brown is going nuts.
I don't know if you understand, but in the game of football, there is 53 men on the roster.
Yeah.
The man won 4 fucking MVPs. When I tell you Eli Manning, he won 0 MVPs. Not a fucking one. When I tell you Terry Bradshaw, that motherfucker went in the voting for most of his seasons. In the voting. In voting. He won in. You're going to tell me that the man who's second all time in MVPs.
Robert, don't waste all your anger.
Are you kidding me?
Because the
The
anger-
next 2?
Because the anger is gonna.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Should I call the ambulance?
This is
It's gonna
insane.
get worse.
This is fucking nuts, Luke.
Let him continue, Rafa. Let him continue.
Are there comments coming in?
Oh, Michael Brown's going nuts.
Give me comments. I need comments. Give me comments. That's why they're there. Read me the fucking comments.
Michael Brown said, fuck. He said, I can't wait. Jesus, this guy can't remember how stupid he is now. No one said that. I don't know when he said that. Please pull up where he was, Dion. Don't preface shit. Just say it.
Oh my
So
God.
Michael Brown was just going off.
Yeah,
He
Michael
was
Brown's
just-
like that cat.
All right, wait till you hear number 2, Michael
yes.
Brown. Pull up this man's stats.
he said this is a fireable offense.
Unbelievable.
Don't
Factual.
say
Jesus. Let's hear number 2.
Dan Marino.
My God.
him. Look at- he even said it like he was a
He was
sorry.
scared to say it.
Dan Marino.
So listen, Luke.
Oh, he's a generational quarterback.
Luke, you've had
It's all his bull. Get the fuck out of here.
Luke.
This fool was a crumb bump. He couldn't make the fucking Super Bowl. He
made
couldn't
it his
do
rookie
shit.
year.
Yeah, once. How long was his fucking career?
Listen, Luke.
Dude, he never had.
Nope.
The best.
Nope.
The best.
Nope.
Talented arm in the history of the NFL.
Do you want me to give you just his awards? Just his accolades.
Just his accolades. Give me
My
accolades.
God.
1984 NFL MVP.
Wow.
1984.
Wasn't that as a rookie?
I don't know.
83 was his
Okay.
rookie year.
Yeah. 1984 NFL Offensive Player of the Year. 1984 NFL Comeback Player of the Year. 1998 NFL Walter Player Man of the Year. 3-time first team All-Pro. 3-time second team All-Pro. 9-time Pro Bowl. 5-time NFL passing yards leader. 3-time NFL passing touchdowns leader. NFL passer rating leader in 1984. And it just goes on and on and on.
Every guy that I gave you last week had 0 accomplishments like that.
Okay.
That's
your
what
list.
That's the thing.
That's your list.
This is a garbage ass list, just so you know.
Luke, just so you know, real quick. This man threw for 5,000 yards
When nobody was throwing for
and
3,200.
2 receiver sets with 4 fullbacks.
Fantastic. He
and-
couldn't do
and-
shit
and
with
one
it.
tight end.
It's so nice when players are awesome in the regular season and then they suck balls in the playoffs.
Here's the thing about quarterbacks.
Suck
you
balls.
Don't go both ways and play safety. Yeah. He can't play defense. He never had a running game. He never had one running back ever. You know who else sucked? John Elway. John Elway was amazing until he got a running game and a decent defense.
He won a Super Bowl.
He won.
Michael Brown
was his best receiver not fucking O.J. McDuffie?
Oh my God.
Michael Brown said, get the padded room ready for this guy. Needs to be kept away from spreading whatever this is to society.
All right,
Wait
well,
till you hear the next one. Let's get to number one on Luke's most overrated list. And then people talk shit about us.
You know, let's be quiet. I want to hear a summation.
Yes.
I need to hear your best argument on number one.
Number one. Patrick Mahomes. The reason why Patrick Mahomes is my most overrated player of all time.
Quiet. Hear this.
The people that want to say, oh, he's better than Brady, blah. Brady won 6 Super Bowls with the Patriots. Yes or no? Yes. Then he leaves New England, and he goes with a crumb bum of a coach in Bruce Arians. Bruce Arians is not a good coach. People that want to say Bruce Arians is a good coach, you're an idiot. He goes and wins that Super Bowl. Tom Brady and this Patrick Mahomes thing, no. I can't wait till Andy Reid retires. It's going to be soon, too. Those of you that think Reid's sticking around for this whole thing with Mahomes, not happening. Once Reid is gone and Mahomes actually has to, not rely on the system, doesn't have Travis Kelce. When Travis Kelce retires, he ain't doing shit. Mahomes maybe got one more Super Bowl with him. Maybe with Andy Reid. Because who's sitting in line to take that job next? Matt Nagy? Okay. If he can go...
none of what you've explained says why he's overrated. None of it.
He's overrated in the sense of the comparisons that he is better than Brady.
Let me ask you something. Do you know anybody who in their 6 full seasons has gone to 4 Super Bowls?
Brady.
8 full seasons.
No, he's played 6 full seasons.
7.
No, he's played 6. He sat behind Alex Smith. He's played 6 full seasons. He's been to 4 Super
I
Bowls.
think it's 8 seasons and he's played 7.
Nope. He's played 6. Look it up.
Can you look at it, whoa.
Look it up.
I'm typing, sorry.
Look it up, whoa.
Sorry, I was typing. What
Patrick Mahomes' career when it started.
Look, Tom Brady's 50% of his career was played in the Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes is 75%.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you mean.
You get what he's saying? You get what he's saying?
Yeah.
Come on, whoa.
Numbers speak.
So your argument for Patrick Mahomes being overrated is that he's not a GOAT?
System quarterback.
He is the system.
Oh, yes, he is the system.
He's the system. Luke, what fucking football do you watch?
My God, he is not the system.
Are you fucking kidding? The improvisation that man has on the football field? 2017. 6 seasons the man has played. 6 seasons. He's been to 4 Super Bowls.
You give Bill Belichick the Cardinals and Patrick Mahomes, they're winning Super Bowl.
They're getting there.
They're
That's a great point.
Bro, the man, you want to give him, it's Andy Reid, it's this, it's Bieniemy, it's this and that. Last time I checked, Luke, and I don't know if you know, but Andy Reid has 0 fucking Super Bowls.
Mahomes is on the Bears. You're telling me he's doing the same thing?
Probably.
Oh, my God.
I don't know, but we can't assume it. You can't assume shit. You can't assume anything. Just like you can't assume that Terry Bradshaw would play and win 4 Super Bowls today. That motherfucker wouldn't make an NFL roster today. We can assume it. You cannot assume the man has won. This is a fact. He's won 3 Super Bowls. He has 3 Super Bowl MVPs. 3 Super Bowls, 3 Super Bowl MVPs. He's trailed by 10 points all 3 times. 10 points or more all 3 times. He led them back. Last time I checked, it was a fat-ass fucking Andy Reid running down 25 yards down the goddamn field. Was that him? Was that him? Oh, Tyreek Hill. He lost Tyreek Hill. He's not winning shit. The other dummy over there, Michael Brown. He's not winning shit with Tyreek Hill. Last in the AFC West. Bingo. Are you out of your mind? You are out of your mind. mind. That's a ridiculous shit. The first 6 years that man has played, nobody could touch him. Not with a 10-foot dick.
Luke. You're gonna gather yourself. Rebuttal.
Yeah.
There is no rebuttaling. There is no rebuttaling. That is the most ridiculous take ever said on this show, and we say ridiculous shit every week. Every week. We all do, especially me.
Hold the chair. Make it hard.
And that is ridiculous.
There are fumes.
I need a rebuttal.
Yeah.
There's no rebuttal. What is the rebuttal? The man has 2 MVPs, 3 Super Bowl MVPs. He's played 6 fucking years. He's played 6 years. What has anyone accomplished in the first 6 years that man has?
Tom Brady came back from.
Tom Brady won the first Super Bowl through 1 goddamn touchdown the entire playoffs. Shut the fuck up.
Tom Brady came back from an ACL tear. Goes on and he set 20 years of the bar.
Yeah, you know what?
Tom Brady changed the legacy of
who was 11-5 when Tom Brady.
So many quarterbacks.
You know who's 11-5 when Tom Brady hurt his ACL? Matt Castle. Shut the fuck up.
Chatsworth Chiefs.
Chatsworth Chiefs. Matt Castle. My boy Omar sacked his ass.
Alex
Kyle
Smith
Bowler
was also.
at heart.
Are we gonna seriously do this? Alex Smith was awesome, and then the Chiefs couldn't win the Super Bowl. Matt Castle was awesome on the Patriots. They couldn't win the Super Bowl with Matt Castle. They needed Brady.
Alex Smith didn't win the Super Bowl with the Chiefs, and Daddy Mahomes came in and what? 50 touchdowns later and was MVP, and we're in the Super Bowl. We're winning the whole fucking thing. It is a ridiculous that you would even say that.
Take away the weapons, take away the coach.
You had no weapons. He had no weapons this year. They were all taken away. Literally. He was giving fucking a bunch of turds.
Didn't have Travis Kelce. He didn't have one of the best offensive lines in football. He didn't have the best offensive mind in football. He didn't have Isaiah Pacheco at running back.
No.
As bad, and everyone knows, as bad as I want to support this argument, the thing is, this year, his offense was horrific.
Atrocious.
He won the Super Bowl by himself this year.
Oh, stop. Don't you dare say he won it by himself.
Are you kidding me?
Okay, I'll stop.
You know what? And how many Super Bowls Brady can be, how great as he is, and blah, blah, blah. How many Super Bowls did it come down to at the end of the game where they needed a field goal to make? Because he was so GOAT. He's such a GOAT that he couldn't extend the lead. They beat the Rams, the #1 offense in the fucking world.
Exactly.
And they
he
beat
threw the game-winning touchdown.
No, they didn't. They kicked the field goal to win the game. He threw
the
one
game-winning touchdown to come back in that game, sets up the field right now.
Come back in that game. You know that he had he threw for 145 yards and a touchdown. He won the MVP. He won the Super Bowl MVP with 1 touchdown pass and 140.
Against the greatest show on turf.
Who the fuck should have won the MVP?
Are you serious, right? Who the fuck on the NFC side has Patrick Mahomes had to go against? Tell me. Please tell me.
Oh, I don't know. The Eagles, the Niners.
Get out of here. Everyone knows.
The Niners twice.
The Niners. You went against Jimmy G
Teddy
and
Bruschi,
Brock Purdy, guy.
Did you hear what Teddy Bruschi said on Tom Brady's team? He said the first 3, 4, 5 years, Tom Brady was on the team. That team was carried by the defense. You hold the #1 offensive team in the planet, the greatest offense
team this year was carried by the defense.
Except in the Super Bowl. Except in the game that it counted. In the Super Bowl.
Yep,
the game,
that's why they kept that's why they made sure the Niners had to switch their game plan from Christian McCaffrey because they figured out everything they were doing on that defensive side. They kept Brock Purdy. They kept running the pressure. Trent McDuffie gets a fucking sack and prevents his game-winning touchdown with Chris Jones running up the middle.
That was a missed block. If you get a block, that's a touchdown.
My God.
If you get a block, that's a touchdown.
My God.
I'm sorry, but are you kidding? No.
Ayuk was wide open.
Wide open. Ayuk was wide open. Jennings is wide open. If you get a block, it's a touchdown. And then Daddy Mahomes has to drive the field, get a 2, and put the nuts right on your forehead, the sack right on your forehead, because you don't have them. That's the problem. Luke, it's a ridiculous take. Give Eddie back his seat before I fucking smack you over there with a cowbell.
He's about to hit you with the cowbell.
It's a ridiculous take. I'm glad we had this man on the phone.
I love you, Rafa.
We needed that on camera. Eddie when we saw the video, Eddie texted me. He's like, we can't post this.
Oh no, yeah.
We can't post this. We need this man on camera so people can actually see who this man really is.
Can I give him an A for effort, though?
Yeah, absolutely.
I have an A for effort.
Can I bring in all the comments?
I want to hear Michael Brown's comments.
Michael Brown.
Because Michael Brown's a big Chiefs hater.
He didn't say a lot, but he was just
He's having an aneurysm. It's like
Yeah.
L.
He fucking fell over on the phone.
He said, "Nice to see 2 nobodies taking interns from the Nut House." He said, "Mahomes is one of one.
Get the fuck out of here. One of one.
He's
oh
one. Are you kidding, Luke?
One of one.
Okay,
my
Luke,
ass.
Luke, he throws no look.
Dude, you're
passes.
such a pussy. You were all over
He
the
throws
anti-Mahomes
no
train. and
look.
He's not anti-Mahomes. I've never heard anti-Mahomes from him.
No, I've never been anti-Mahomes.
No.
Oh my God.
He throws no look passes. That's revolution.
You
So
bent
does-
over and
who? So does who? He
does
started
Stafford.
it.
No,
he
he
started
didn't.
it.
Stop
No,
it.
no.
Guys,
Stafford
stop.
started that shit.
Stop it.
Stafford
He-
started it losing 32 games every
The
3 years.
throws that Patrick Holmes makes are revolutionary throws.
Not even.
Period.
Revolutionary.
Period. Revolutionary.
Let's not make him fucking,
The second GOAT.
yeah.
Let's not do that.
Let's not
Second,
make him
exactly.
George Washington.
Second.
He's sick. This is his 6th year, Luke. Do you not understand that?
There's people that you're one of them that are willing to throw him. He's the best of all time already.
Oh, I'm knocking on the door. 100%.
Oh, my God.
I'm knocking on the
sorry.
door.
my God.
I'm in the house. I'm sorry.
Bro, he's in the room.
No, he's not.
He's not
what?
in the room.
He's in the room. He's
He's in
top
the
three.
room.
He's top three.
He's in the room. It's Joe Montana, Tom Brady, and Patrick Mahomes.
Yes. Boom, boom, boom.
And he's knocking
On the door.
for Joe Montana.
Yeah.
Period.
If he wins another one,
Oh, it's wrapped.
it's a wrap. And don't let him win next year.
Oh,
don't let him win. Don't let him win next year. Don't let him win 3 in a row. 3 in a row?
But let's
He ain't
move.
winning 3
Don't
in a
let
row.
him win
He
3 in
ain't
a row.
winning
He
3
wasn't
in a row.
Don't let him
to
win
win
3 in a
two.
row. We'll
He
hang
wasn't
you by
supposed
your
to win
nuts
two.
up here for 3 in a row.
This team was garbage.
Yeah, he wasn't supposed to win two.
What are we saying? This team
Luke,
was
Luke,
gone.
Luke.
Offensively, this
Look up
team
the
was
stats.
garbage.
Look up the stats. Look up the
Offensively,
stats.
this team was garbage. The Raiders beat the Chiefs and didn't complete a pass in the second, third, or fourth quarter. And they fucking beat the Chiefs.
And they lost to the Broncos.
Yes. And he lost to the Broncos. He
And they-
carried this team. Luke, he carried. Listen, I want to be on your side.
He
So
hates
bad.
Mahomes,
I
just
hate
like Michael Brown hates Mahomes.
But he carried the Chiefs this year to the defense was great, but that
The
offense
best
was
in the league. It was the best defense in the league.
Was it?
Yes,
I don't know.
it was.
Who does the best defense in the league always win the Super Bowl?
Most of the time.
Most of the time?
No,
I don't think so. I think you're completely wrong. I think you're completely wrong. Where were the? Give us the rankings.
Oh, so you wanted the rankings? I just pulled up the stats for the Chiefs.
No. Well, pull them. Give them both.
No.
Just pull up league rankings.
What were the Chiefs' stats on defense?
On defense.
You said you just had those up.
No, I had offense. I'm sorry.
What was
This is my
offense?
first
Give us offense.
offense. They are total offensive yard. I'm sorry, guys. This is I don't got the shit pulled up.
You're fired.
I'm fired. This is my first time doing
CJ's
this.
new doing running the show tonight.
Now you appreciate Eddie Money.
Now
No,
you-
yeah, I do.
He's on top of that shit.
Because I'm invested in the conversation. I'm dealing with Luke's bullshit.
Yes.
And I'm
And-
dealing with this bullshit.
Yes,
There's two
yes.
bullshits.
Well, just
Yeah, Eddie Money usually tunes out.
Yeah, he tunes out. I'm
The
involved.
nonsense.
I'm sorry.
But Luke, that comment right there is absurd. How can a man who's on pace to be the greatest of all time, okay, and I say he's on pace because in his first 6 years he's been to
You can't
4
argue
Super
that.
Bowls. So if you're telling me
that's not arguable.
that if let's say by the time he's 35 years old, if he has 5 Super Bowls in 6 or 7 appearances, that he's not
playing that long.
He's 28 years old, Luke.
He'll play till he's not like doing the whole Brady thing till 45 like people think
I
he
agree with
is.
that.
He doesn't need to go to 45.
'Cause
If
he's
he
not-
gets to 36, 37 and he's got 6 Super Bowls,
He's not gonna have 6 by then. You're crazy if you think he does.
well, I don't know if you know math, but the pace that he's on, it's not, and the pace that he's on is a ridiculous pace. It's not like a guy who hits 3 home runs in the first game of the season and he's on pace for 400 home runs. This is not it.
There is rumors that Andy was going to retire after.
Andy can retire. He can go sit his fat ass at home. That man did not win 1 Super Bowl with Donovan McNabb or Michael Vick. He had Terrell Owens. He didn't win 1. He didn't win 1 Super Bowl. He got to 1, and he didn't win. He went to NFC Championship games, and he couldn't win.
There's no doubting that Mahomes is better than those two guys. There's no doubting that.
No, you are giving Mahomes this credit to him. That's the thing. When you watch the game, you're telling me that the improvisation that comes around, that's happening throughout the game, that's Andy Reid?
Yeah.
That's Andy Reid.
Andy Reid knows how to script the offense in a way.
You're right.
that
He knows he's so good at scripting the offense that Mahomes in the last 2 Super Bowls has had, 30-yard runs?
CJ's looking at a computer like he's never fucking seen one before over here.
He's squinting. You need glasses, son?
Yeah.
Come on, whoa. You need
Kansas
glasses?
City defense.
Just Google it.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm doing a whole. I'm just.
You got comments coming in?
He's looking at
Read the comments as they come in.
Cookies.
That's why I want to get that on the screen because I want to be able to read the comments.
That's what I was looking at.
That's what I want.
Okay, so Michael Brown said the Nut House comment, and then Lil D SF818 said Butt House sounds better, and then Lil D SF181 said I think Dude in White need to jump in the pool. If he don't jump, then he need to be tossed in. Let's see it.
Thank you, bro. Thank you,
Luke. We want to see him get tossed in the pod.
Thank
In
you.
the pool.
Thank you. Did you find the defensive rankings for the Chiefs?
No, I was looking at all
Just
the comments.
pop it in on Google. I'll do it. We need to get a fucking iPad in here and Eddie for us.
Yeah.
Just so we can. If we gotta have CJ, we'd have like 6 computers on the side.
We have 5 minutes.
Let's look it up real quick. Chiefs defensive rankings last year. Let's
Luke,
see.
just so you know, I appreciate it because I love this.
I'm
argument.
a content machine, dude. I'm the fucking man.
Oh God, here we go. He's the man.
Fucking man.
This is why I can't focus because bullshit
So
like that I have to respond to.
So what's the defense?
So the Chiefs defense in the playoffs, they were the number 2 defense in the playoffs.
Oh,
by
that
the way.
doesn't count.
So they were the number 2 defense in the league this year.
Overall.
According to this, I don't know how accurate that is, but it also says that the Panthers were 4th. So I don't know how accurate all of that is. Your statement was absolutely ridiculous, and you have 0 bias on like 4 of your guys. Like you have zero.
I like the first 2.
You like Rodgers?
He said the first 2. So
You like Sean Alexander too?
Sherman and Sean Alexander.
I don't have a problem with it.
With the shitty,
It's not egregious.
with the shitty weapons he had, Pat Mahomes had the number 9 offense this season.
and they were horrible.
They were
on
garbage.
offense. Yes.
They were still top 10.
That's how good he is.
Yeah.
That's how good he
That's
is.
all Pat.
It's
That's
'cause
all
he didn't
Pat.
have-
No, it's Andy Reid. Andy
He
Reid's the one
didn't,
throwing
he
the
didn't
ball.
have his favorite target out there.
Luke, just know.
Still at 1,000-yard season, by the way.
He had 980 yards, not 1,000.
1,000. Okay,
Not
he
1,000.
sat the last game, Rafa. Let's not play this.
Not 1,000.
We want to play semantics.
Yeah, not 1,000. I don't know
Just
if you know
know-
what 1,000 is.
That I'm rooting for you. That I am rooting for you. That being said, thank you, everyone. Episode 71 in the books. Not without controversy or tinted windows.
Yeah.
Or 8 bottles of wine.
Yeah, you guys went hard.
Holy
They're
crap.
still going.
Still
Yes. I freaking
There's like
ebook is
there's
stomping
like-
on grapes.
There's like 4 out there.
He's fermenting grapes.
going. Thank you, Michael Brown, for all your comments.
Yes.
I
Michael
appreciate
Brown,
it.
take a pill. Relax. Guys, CJ.
Hopefully I clicked the right button. Let's see.
I
No,
love,
no,
I love
let-
Michael
let-
Brown.
I'm just kidding.
Let's end
I'd
with-
like to give my thank yous
Yes.
Yeah.
as the content machine of the show.
Get the fuck
My
out of
God.
here.
First off, Michael Brown, you are my favorite. From the day that I entered into this podcast realm, and you've been on my ass since, to the day I met you in person. You're a
Giggity.
good family man. You,
Oh, he's the best.
you
You
try your
are
hardest to be white.
the
It's
yin?
hilarious. But Michael Brown, I love you. You are my favorite. You're my number 1 hater, my number 1 fan, and hey, I'm your number 1 fan.
You
Michael.
are the yin to his yang.
I love
What the
Michael Brown.
fuck?
Oh, my
Don't
God.
disrespect me like that.
Yeah, no.
Michael Brown ain't black.
Michael Brown's
the
Michael Brown's like the circle on
I
the
feel like
yin
Eddie
yang.
just disrespected
I
me.
said yin to the yang.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his yang.
That's I'm
Shay's my yang.
Yeah.
I'm black.
Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. This is a
not
special
I'm black.
relationship.
Yeah, don't disrespect
Anyway,
me like
so
that.
that CJ, you want to any last words, Yang Yang?
I just think Caleb Williams is a piece of shit. That's my personal opinion. I do not
Wow.
like Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams.
I think he's a piece of shit. Don't draft him. I would be fine if he didn't go drafted, quite frankly. I would be fine if he wasn't in
these
the
guys are
NFL, quite
haters.
frankly.
God,
I
the
get
hate
tired
you
of
guys.
seeing men in dresses and,
Wow.
you know, if you're in California, make sure you vote on Tuesday.
My God. Anyways, thank you to Ryan Holmes.
Ryan Holmes.
Ryan Holmes was phenomenal tonight. Thank
He's
you,
probably
man.
going to ask not to be put on any fucking clips after this show.
Jesus Christ. Thank you, Ryan Holmes, for being on the show tonight and
Great.
giving us a run. That's it.
I got to say thank you to everyone. Episode 71. E-Buck, you're the best, man. What? Film _by
Underscore
_
Franco.
Go.
Franco.
Yes, and we're going to be giving away tint, man, every day, all day. We love you. Everyone be safe. Papa, Lachlan, all the people that are traveling from the Pan Ams, get home safe. We love you all. Thank you guys for watching.
Have a good night, guys.
Hey.
Thank you.
Oh, my God. Luke. My God.
It's great. I am your biggest fan.